What's going on, family? It's DS1 Ross, the regime. We here, back with another topic for the family, back with another conversation. You know, welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep Live, Sheep Stay Sleep Podcast. You know, of course, I'm your gracious host, DS1. I'm here, and we gonna turn it up tonight, family. You know, we gonna have a little fun too. I want I want us to really be honest today. You know, and let's deal with each other, men and women. And this is what we're going to talk about. As y'all can see the topic: situationships or relationships. Situationships or relationships. What are you in? Are you in a situationship or relationship? What is the difference between the two? You know, what is the results of both? How people are fooled into thinking they in one thing when they in another thing. These are just some things that I want to touch on a topic today. So if you're gonna hit that link, be prepared to answer some questions. I ain't trying to be in nobody's business, but my platform is definitely about honesty. So, just keep it real, just keep it 100, like we say. This is a no judgment zone. Just know that. No judgment zone here. We here to build, we here to have these healthy conversations. You know, every show that I do, hopefully someone is edified in some form or fashion. You know, this is what we're going to talk about tonight, family. Situationships or relationships. What are we in? What is the common thing nowadays, family? What I think nowadays it's very common for people to just be in situationships. You know, I don't think people are not in relationships too tough. I think people get together for all the wrong reasons nowadays. And that's why I think it don't be a relationship. You know, I think people are very superficial when dealing with people nowadays too. They're very, very superficial. So it's kind of hard to actually decipher what you're in. You know, you could be, or you could be in a situationship. What do y'all think is the popular thing now? What do y'all think 90% of the people who y'all see on y'all Facebook pages, what do you think they're in? You think they're in situationships or you think relationships? What do y'all think? You know? So let's chop it up about that. Ladies, also no judgment zone. So don't be afraid to hit that link when I put the link out there. You know, we want some edification. We want to talk about these things because these are the type of conversations I had. And not only that, having these conversations are severe because we got to remember, family, we got children. Do we want our children to grow up and be dysfunctional? like we were and have to learn things, as we go, do we really want our children to make those same mistakes? We gotta really, sit back and think about that. What is it? What is it that we want for our children? Everything that you do in your life, in some form or fashion, it should be able to teach your child something, you know? Even if it's something bad that happens, they should be able to get something out of it. They should be able to learn something out of it, you know? So we definitely gotta have this topic. I know it's taboo. A lot of people don't like to talk about relationships. A lot of people run from this. But the dysfunctional relationships is what leads to dysfunctional families. And dysfunctional families lead to dysfunctional communities. So this is a conversation that definitely needs to be had, family. We can't run from this one, you know? Because if we trying to become better people, we got to have these conversations. We have to heal. I think we should not be having conversations that's not edifying. If you having a conversation that cannot help you in some form or fashion, you wasting your breath. You're wasting your time. You're being counterproductive. Conversations we have should be healing, family. It shouldn't be destructive. It should be proactive. It should be progressive. It should help us on a daily basis. So we got to talk about this. You know, a lot of us brothers get these women caught up in these situationships. I'm going to just keep it real. You know, we lie and say, oh, yeah, we together, but you only saying y'all together because whenever you come through, you get what you want. So you gonna tell her y'all together because you reaping benefits from the situation. So once again, we gotta understand what we dealing with, family, and really sit back and evaluate it and be real with yourself. You know, and women fool dudes too, especially the working man. He get fooled all the time. He's the one that's told, "Oh, I love you. You're the leader of the house. You're this. You're that." But then, come to find out, your woman cheating on you with the weed man. And I'm just being real because I know how things work. You know, I've been some of these dudes. I've been both dudes. I've been the dude, you know, being cheated with and been the dude getting cheated on. How both sides of the spectrum fit, you know? And this is what made me come up with this topic too, because a lot of us, I'm not going to single out men or women, but a lot of us have a lot of unresolved hurt. And it comes from these bad relationships or these situationships, you know? And now people walk around and project this unresolved hurt. And this is what carries on and leads our women into feminism. It leads our women into swirling. It leads our women into trying to destroy us because they've been hurt by us. See, I never ignore the fact that we hurt our women. I never ignore that fact because I hurt women. I've done it. Trust and believe. And I'm not afraid to say it. That's why I don't like these black woman is God dudes, because I know they fake. You know, the ones that act like they worship you, I know they fake. That's gonna whoop your ass first. Those the ones that's gonna show you that y'all was never in a relationship from the beginning. See? And ladies, I'm gonna just be real. Y'all gonna have to start just keeping it a buck with dudes y'all dealing with. If y'all just on some we together when we together shit, let it be known. That way, no expectations is created. Because see, when expectations start to come into play, that's when people start thinking they're in a relationship. I thought you was gonna call me. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta call you because you thought I was gonna call you, and you not my girl. But you think that. So, ladies, be real with yourself. If you and that dude, you know, if y'all just whatever, let that be known. And don't catch no feelings. Cause see, a lot of women do that too. Oh nah, we just chilling. I don't want no man. You know, then she get finessed. You know, then you finesse her, and then she like, oh, I really like you. You know, forgetting that she done told you she don't want a relationship. So be honest with yourself, ladies. Be honest with yourselves. And men, be honest with the women. You know what I'm saying? Stop fronting. If you know, if you know all you want is what you want, then state that. Don't sit there and play the role like you gonna be there and you want to hear her out, and that's corny, bro. And what you doing is you making all men look like suckers. Cause see, that's how women evaluate men. A lot of women evaluate men based off the first man they ever dealt with in their life. They evaluate all men based off the man who broke their virginity. So if he wasn't shit, all niggas ain't shit. And y'all need to cut that out, ladies. Because you thought you was in a relationship when you was in a situationship. You was coming through, he was blowing your back out, and you was happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all go get something to eat, and you go on your way, and he go on his way. You was okay with that. You was okay with the situation. But you 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 start loving those back massages too much. And you start thinking y'all was in a relationship. Signals got crossed. And see, why I tell the guys we got to stop lying is because roll with you. Whatever you want him to be, he'll be that. He'll be that. See, man, we got to start doing that shit too. If you know you can't be that for a woman, then don't act like you that. If you not ball main shorty, don't act like it. You got one pair of ball mains, say you got one pair. Don't act like you fly like that, but you wearing the same jeans every time y'all go out. You got the same jeans on, and you think homegirl don't recognize it. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? If you dealing with a person just based on the situation, there's no need to lie. There's no need to lie. And that's how we get mixed up. We start thinking, oh, she love me. She don't love you, homie. She enjoy y'all time that y'all spend together, but where you get love from? Where you get that from? See, dudes get lost in themselves too. You know what I'm saying? I was pussy whipped before. I know how that is. You know what I'm saying? I know how that is. But you got to grow up and be real with yourself, first of all. See, a lot of times people get fooled because they lie to themselves. And then they get mad when they realize that they was being lied to. But you was lying to yourself. So it really don't matter if the person lied to you. All they did was prove what you was doing to yourself. Because you wanted to be in a relationship. But you know this nigga wasn't relationship material. You knew she wasn't relationship material. You knew that. You knew that. You fucked in a club bathroom. So you know she wasn't relationship worthy. Relationship. And we gotta keep it real. We can't keep faking. We can't fake it till we make it. Because there's no making it and faking it. People think that. You're not gonna make it being fake, man. All you're gonna do is make more problems for yourself. That's what you're gonna make. You know? Peace to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. Don't be afraid to hit that link too when I put that link out there. We're gonna talk about this for real. You know? A lot of people in your family, even if they're your family members, sometimes you gotta deal with them as a situationship. I only fuck with you when we at funerals. Other than that, I don't fuck with you. I got a lot of people like that in my family. Do I wish it was better? Yeah. But you got to deal with the situation. I'm not going to act like we close like that when we not. So you got to even, this applies with everything in life. With everything in life. We talk about black people got to do business together. We got to do this and do that. Well, in order to do business together, you got to have a business relationship. You got to have a friendship. You see? See, a lot of people is doing business based off a situation. You got money, you could put up half and I got half. Forgetting the little things, like when y'all disagree about shit. See, that's why in most situationships, you see a lot of bullshit popping off a lot faster because it's not a relationship, because they not relating. Y'all both got together based on a situation. Either you was the rebound, she was the rebound. You know what I'm saying? You the side nigga, she the side chick. It's a situation. It's not nothing related. Y'all not relating on no level. Only way y'all relate is when y'all naked. Only way y'all relate is when y'all spending money, when y'all getting drunk, when y'all getting high. That's a situation. That's not a relationship. You see? So we gotta understand the difference, y'all. I'm gonna put the link out in the chat. You know, anybody could come through, render their voice. You know, don't be afraid to hit that link, ladies. I ain't calling y'all out, but I am. You know, we want to hear this. Understand that? We want to hear the truth. We want to hear from the women too. We want to hear the women speak that truth and talk about when the last situationship they was in or the last relationship they was in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Job. Peace. What's good, my brother?
Peace to you, fam. Yeah. Yo, this is I'm glad you brought that up because I could say myself that I have done wrong. And but the thing about it is that we have to understand, have to reemphasize this, that you gotta admit that you're wrong and you have to move on. And at the same time, not to repeat the mistake. Now, have I been hurt? Yes. And you know, I'm saying when you do it, yeah, there's a difference when you get it back. It's a fucked up situation. You figure you don't know how to do it. But at the same time, you gotta know yourself. You gotta understand that you dealing with people that are human beings. And at the same time, you know, when I got older, as for me, I'm a single man, so I live by myself. So there's a certain code and certain rules of my household that I set down. You don't go by these rules, you ain't not coming up in here. And I think what we got, especially us as men, we gotta have morals and standards. You gotta go back to old school codes. And so for me, as me being an OG, there's a greater responsibility to withhold that. And at the same time, some of us too, when you see certain things going on, of of the titles that you have, speak up. If they not willing to heed by that, that's on them. But I know for me, I'm in a situation of a family member, blood. Don't want to rock with me? It's fine. Keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, you got to look in the mirror. With JT, you are valued. JT, no matter what. When one person don't like you or love you, it's always going to be replaceable. And so, if you don't want to get hurt, don't bring the hurt. Be solid. Be solid what decisions you make. If you want her to be her sidekick, let it be known. Women, goes to women too. If you want that maybe that side man, keep it real. And I think the key is give that person an option. Don't assume, because when you assume, your ass might come back to you. Always give that person an option to make a decision. It's not right when you don't say nothing because you're not giving them an option. You're not giving them to ponder. You're not giving them to, like, let me see. And that's what we got to talk more about that too. Back at you, my brother.
Indeed, bro. Indeed. That's real. You know, a lot of I'm gonna have to say, you know, a lot of the women that I dealt with, relationships with them, but I really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in situations, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and what happens is that sometimes in situations you could catch feelings when you think it's something more than what it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
And this could hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People get hurt behind situations.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why we gotta really watch who we deal with and understand that some people may be around you for certain reasons, man. Everybody's not around you to be genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are around you to take things from you. Some people are just energy vampires. Your energy. They want to steal your momentum. So they around you for that situation. So they act like, they act like they down with you know? And we really gotta start evaluating this type of stuff because it's killing our communities, it's killing our families. It's born out of situationships and not relationships. And then we wonder why our children grow up and be dysfunctional because you wasn't born out of love. You was born out of this nigga dick dry and she horny. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't be conceiving children from that space.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I met you in a pizza shop. Now we having a baby.
Mm-hmm. Or
6 months later.
yeah, or sometimes you hit the club and everything, and when you drinking and stuff, and especially you on the drop, that's all you think about pussy. You're not thinking about sitting down and get to know her. You're not getting to see what your likes and your dislikes. You're not asking about what her future is, what she could bring, he or she could bring to the table. All I'm talking about as a man now, because it goes for women too. I'm just saying as a man. Only we just wanted, you see this nice fat ass, we want to smash that shit. I'm telling you for personal experience. Then after you smash that, you know what I'm saying? You lace that up. You know what I'm saying? You lace that up, put that to bed. Then you wake up in the morning, you say, damn, I ain't really had no feeling. She was just nothing but a kid. I know. Damn, I played myself. Then you got these women. Guy all buffed up. Got the latest clothes. He put out a knot. Start spending that money. Then after that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying take it to a Jack in the Box, but I'm saying like you probably take to a nice dinner. And all that right there. And she said, well, I want you to come back to my house.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's all right. Then after that, he smit that shit. You shoot. Well, you catch feelings. Oh, damn, he took me out to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But he got his attention smashed it. So he smashed it 2 or 3 days straight. You know what I'm saying? He be on I'm saying he be on some Jefferson shit, on some household shit. But his tension wasn't really like sticking out and talk about the future, what your dislikes and likes, what makes you laugh, what makes you
So
sad.
so what you saying is, bro, is that men will play whatever role a woman thinks he want her to play just to get what he want.
Yeah, majority of man
Is
is.
that
But I'm gonna tell you, but it goes for women too. Sometimes we be in that role, we don't even know it. But like
mm,
we don't. Well, I'm telling you for personal experience. I've been in situations like what you said. I've been in situations I didn't even know. But at the same time, I came from a patient relationship, living alone. You know what I mean? I'm sleeping in the bed by myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel I'm a good-looking brother. I don't ask for much. I feel my mother and father, you know what I'm saying, put the rules down. Then on something. At the same time, I'm going through emotions now. Now, when I tell the women you go through emotions, I ain't talking about man spaz out emotions. I'm talking about past emotions that you're supposed to deal with. It reoccurring right now. Now all of a sudden, you know, you just want to get this night going. Because when you come home, you eat by yourself. You shop by yourself. You be on the phone. You feel that loneliness. You feel like you disvalued. Then all of a sudden you talk to this nice young lady. She said all the nice things, and it goes for men too. I'm putting it out there, it goes for men too. Then all of a sudden, she look good. I like her conversation. But all through along, that's falsified. Then all of a sudden, bang, bump. A few hours later, you woke up. Damn, I played my fucking self. You didn't mean to get in a situation. But at the same time, you know, now people talk about the ego and everything. Hey, your ego was down for a minute. Now, you know, that woman's stroking your ego now. All right, you don't want the ambiance on this shit. Shoot, I want to feel special too. Fuck that, it's been a minute. But at the same time, maybe your intentions was good, but her attention wasn't. Because the attention wasn't matching. So as for me, I blame myself because I put myself in a situation. But at the same time, I don't know. And sometimes we gotta take a look at that too. So to see my fault, it was my fault. I should have seen for what it is at the beginning. But at the same time, my emotions got the best of me. Instead of be thinking. See, a lot of people don't understand. You gotta think. You gotta seek things out and think before you put yourself in a situation. I haven't done that. Now, I could say, oh, I did not know. But when I think back, it was signs there. I didn't pay attention to it because I thought it was about the future, but at the same time, I got fucked over by a moment.
Right.
You know,
right.
And that's it, you know.
And sometimes, you know, sometimes you could be with a woman and she always just want to live in the moment. She never want to live past it or create more moments, you know? So what you touching on is big, man. But it's something that you said that I heard you know, that stuck out to me. You was like, you know, a person could feel lonely and they want to feel, you know, they want to feel wanted. They want to feel important. What do you think? Where do you think those feelings come from? Do you think those feelings come from the way other people treated a person or just the way a person may feel about themselves?
I think for me, the only I could talk for me, it's a combination. You sure yourself, but have you really tapped into your emotions? Have you really getting over of that relationship? The thing about this too, have you had closure? That's the thing about it. Have you had closure? And sometimes we think we had closure, but at the same time, we go through the moments. and we not have that closing. So that means that the set of depression comes in. You guess, you stop second guessing yourself, you know. And I know for me, what helps me, you know what I mean. I had some elders talk to me, and I actually had some black women in the past had tell me how beautiful I am. You can't put yourself in the situation. So that helped me a lot too. And I think we got to get back when we got to see certain situations, because sometimes you could be in a situation within, you're not going to see it clearly as a person that could see from far away. But sometimes we don't heed that either. Long as it's constructive, it's like this. If I see you, DS1, if I know I see some cats walking down the street and they trying to hurt you, and then I know about it, I'm seeing, my thing is to no, don't go in there, bro, because they're trying to hurt you. Maybe I'm getting off the subject a little bit, but just work with me here. But a no good motherfucker, they not gonna say nothing because they don't give a damn about your feelings. So that's why I always tell people, be attuned to your feelings. Let that person know how you like certain things. Very important. Because feelings, because I don't care. People say, oh yeah, I'm just getting my fuck going. Yo, listen, if you keep on hitting that, and I'm talking about for man or woman, if y'all keep on doing that, feelings is going to surface. And you keep on doing it. Sooner or later, you got to ask questions. What do you want? You want a relationship? You want a or a situation? Because you
But
cannot
see,
have it both ways.
I think them questions only come up when a person like the sex. Because I think
Mm-hmm.
if you or the woman didn't enjoy themselves, they wouldn't be asking you, what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pretty much be what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think a lot of times we need to stop dealing with each other from a false reality.
Mm-hmm.
Stop evaluating men by their dicks, women. Stop evaluating men by their sex game, because it's not all about that. Not to say that shouldn't be important, because speaking for myself, sex is important for me. So I'm not saying it like that, but what I'm saying is you shouldn't use that as a measuring stick to tell whether you're gonna be with that person or not, or whether
Mm-hmm.
y'all gonna be friends or not. You know, it
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be based on some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one thing I noticed too, bro. Let me just say this real quick. One thing I noticed too, when women are younger, they deal with a lot more situationships. They deal with more situationships than relationships. That's why when they get older, they start talking that marriage shit. Because now you want to do to be committed to you. Now you want to do to relate to you. But when you was young, you wanted him to relate to that ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ladies, let's come to the panel. You want to get how you feel about it.
They scared, bro. They scared.
Nah, ladies was still
These women,
coming on.
I know, but they don't want to get put on the hot seat.
Nah, I don't think. Come
Nah,
on,
they
ladies.
are, bro. They are. These type of topics scare a lot of women because they don't like to be honest. And I'm the type of dude, you gonna have to be honest around me. Or else, you know what I'm saying? And this is why, too many of them not gonna come on because they not gonna get up there and speak the truth. Not gonna get up here and say, yeah, I was in a lot of situationships. You know what I'm saying? I was lying to myself. They're not gonna do that. And then they always turn around and say men don't understand women. But y'all don't speak for us to understand y'all.
There's one.
Make us explain some shit to them.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Come up with this topic, bro, because conversation that need to be had.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace to
Really,
Teresa.
man, got heart.
Come on, Teresa.
Man, she probably doing something. But yeah, bro, that's why,
Hmm. Okay.
Ha ha.
Aha.
Now, here we go. We all in the building. Peace to the panel. Peace to the chat.
Peace, peace,
Peace,
peace.
peace.
Always a blessing. Mm-hmm.
What's looking like? Sisters, what's going on?
What's up? What's
What's
up?
your
You say we don't like to hit. You say we don't like to hit it.
Yo,
oh, so what's up, bro?
was
So
good with it.
are y'all in relationships right now or situationships, Munchie?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly fine.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
With your
Oh
New
my
Very
god,
York
what
City
can I
Wi-Fi,
say? What?
Wi-Fi, we can hear you good.
Okay, listen. So, you know what? I think okay, it depends on the you know what? Everybody don't believe in like zodiacs and stuff like that, right? So I'm gonna just keep it all the way like 1,000. No, you know what? I never had a problem with getting married, did it, been there, done that, and all that. But I think it's more so as we get older, it's like, okay. So I'm in a predicament, right? So I'm trying to get you guys, I'm gonna get you guys, well, I'm gonna go on later on. I'm gonna let everybody else speak. But my daughter, she's 18, and I don't really want to put too much on here, but it's men that want to be with her. She's very smart, and I've been through a lot, but with my daughter, hold on, why I hear echo in the headphones? Do you guys hear it?
Do you hear it now, sis?
I think it's the headphones. I don't know because I don't really know how to do this. Okay, yeah. So, oh no, it sounds much better. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the person. We can't really like. That's why I don't really ask guys like how many girls you've been with because I really don't care. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I really don't care because I'm somebody special, and that's what we always have to look at. Like women, we have to look at why we are special, and that's what a lot of women don't look at, you know.
Mm.
And I think that's probably something we lose on our journey as we get older. We forget because as everybody as kids, we forget it, you know. And when we get older, it's like, okay, remember when we were younger? Remember what is it? A special place? I think that's what they call it. I'm not sure, but me, I'm always like that. I mean, I'm not conceited or anything like that, but I'm always like, no. Before I used to be like, I want somebody that's I'm gonna keep it 100. I want you to be able to kill somebody when I say kill them. You understand where I'm coming from? Then I got, come on, DX, you from Brooklyn too. Like, look, then I got to the point, I'm like, oh, hold on. Then I gotta help him like bury the body. He gotta get rid of the body. Like I'm all in it. I'm all in it, right? So then you gotta think like as you have kids and look, I'm gonna just keep it all the way gully. You already know. So I'm gonna just get them like that old
Yes.
school Brooklyn gully. You know, like look.
I love it.
I mean, it is what it is. So the crazy thing is, I sit back and I think about it, and I said, well, I always wanted a guy that was smart, you know. And it was never that. See, that's the thing. They were always smart. Because let me tell you something. If you can kill somebody and get away with it, you're very and you never go
Damn.
to the island. Like, let's keep it 100.
Man,
So
no,
I
man.
looked at things in another way. So I always sat back and I said, you know what? I was always like that kid that couldn't tell people because I told you, you know, I said it on, I don't know, because you probably was on Karate Channel. I was raised in Baltimore too because my mom was born there. So I have a lot of family there. And growing up there and growing up in Brooklyn, it was crazy because you get to know a lot of different concepts and a lot of rules. And you got to, you know, but I mean, long story short, it's like this. As we get older, we know what we want. I mean, as kids, we really didn't because I can tell you this, when I was 18, I met this guy, he's Arabic. He wanted me to go over there, have kids with him, marry me, all of this. You know, I wasn't having sex or anything. And I always was like, you know, I just want to be with a black guy. Not like it was a sellout thing, but that was my,
Situation.
I don't know. No, no, no. It was like my attraction. I guess because my dad, like, you know, I don't knock anybody who has different kids from different husbands. I mean, look, I'm in a situation, but my parents, you know, my brothers, because I'm the
Mm-hmm.
only girl, but we have the same mother, same father. But I always sat back and was like, that's what I wanted. I wanted 12 kids. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. I wanted a lot of kids. That was me, and that's why I have six. I mean, I could have had that many, but you know, I always sit back and I say we can't really like look at it in a bad way when it comes to women. You know, we gotta
I feel
always look at what we all do. You know, not only women but men too, because we gotta look at what we feeding out. You remember when we was growing up? Well, I don't know how old you are, but I was growing up like '92. I was on Gates Avenue and Lewis Avenue, and I was over there on Truth, and like I saw Biggie and they was out there. I saw these people, so I always think in my head like everything could have happened a different way. I'm glad I never went to the island. I'm glad I never, all of the stuff that went down. I'm just glad that I always kept my head. They, oh, that's one thing. You already know how that Brooklyn thing is. Keep your head. And I
facts.
never really understood it because I was kind of young. But
Mm-hmm.
I always say like this, we have to look at men in a perspective. That's one reason why, like, anyone I was ever with, and even when I got married, had kids, they are like nighttime, you go out there, you can't even see them, but you can look at my kids and you're like, well, they're lighter, but my mom's was like lighter or whatever. But you know, it's not no big thing. I tell people all the time, think in your heart. Remember when we was kids? Remember that Peter Pan thing?
Mm-hmm.
And they used that. I mean, I don't know what that meant, but it was always thinking about what did you want when you was a child at the end of
Right.
the day.
So
And
so
that's
let
what
me
we
ask you
always wanted, you know?
something. So a man that'll kill somebody for you and get away with it, that turns you on.
No, it used to. No, no, no. It used to. I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep it 100. It used to.
Okay. Okay. I'm
I'm
just
not gonna
checking.
lie. You know what? It used to. No, I mean, not even turn me on. It used to. You know, like I used to like smoke a bud or whatever. Like, and then I graduated to like bongs and stuff like that. That would turn me on. I didn't even have to do anything like just to see stuff like that and know it's about to happen and just see a guy in that mode was a whole nother atmosphere. But you know, after you know, I sat back and think about it. I don't want somebody to go to jail for the rest of their life. You know, when I looked at that life of it, you know,
Right, right. I
I mean, you
understand what
know,
you're saying.
yeah, it's like after the fact, it's like, oh man, I don't want. this person to go to jail or. But no, I mean it's the
Right.
adrenaline, the adrenaline. It's adrenaline. Look, women, they don't want to admit it, but it's the adrenaline. I'm telling you, it makes our toes tingle. We don't have to do none of that. Let me tell you something. I can go in depth, like our whole body, like our whole body will tremble watching a guy go in a mode for us. Not just like randomly, but something would happen and he goes in that mode and we on it, we like, yes. And I think that's what's lost, you know? So yeah, I just sit back now and I think like, wow, like, it's good to let everybody see them do it, I mean, look, I don't know how everybody else was raised. I mean, listen, I know guys that kill people right in front of me, but I say to people all the time, there's a certain type of feeling. So,
Right.
you get adrenaline for it, and it's like a recovery. It's like a drug addict. You gotta wean yourself off of that feeling like, yo, this is not what you want to do. You don't want to be a conspirator. You don't, so now when you sit back, it feels better just to like be humble and you like, okay, I'm not gonna call this person. Come on, you know how you
Hmm.
guys are. I can drop a tear, I can turn into an actress and be like, oh, he hit me. Y'all won't even see the guy hit us. Well, you know what I'm talking about. You already know. Like, I can say, oh, he hit me. They would go all the way to another state and do something to somebody just off of what we said if we put on a certain.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
No, I'm
That's
just
real.
keeping it all the way 100. So I always think on stuff like that. Like I can really, I mean, I never did it, but I'm like, yo, I can really do it because I saw chicks do it, and then they put me on like, yo, I was fronting. So
Damn.
yeah, go ahead, go to the next person because I don't want to be reminiscing too much.
What up, sweetness?
Ooh.
What's going on, sweetness?
What's up, Grizzy?
What's this?
What's
It's
going
I
on?
am she, Munchie. What's up?
Oh, what up, Rick?
What's
Yo,
going
we gotta
on?
link up. No, I'm just like, cause they acting like, yo, the sisters ain't gonna come in. Like, we got stories, cause we sit back and watch the men. I know. Dad, you
Grizzy,
go in.
listen,
I know you got something. Go
listen.
ahead,
Go ahead.
Look. Hey, what they say? I got that work. I got that work.
do it.
Grizzy, listen. DS1 only did that because he knew one of us was gonna hit it when he got to trying to punk somebody out. You know what I
All of
mean?
us gonna hit it.
Like, oh, okay, we scared, man. I can't hit it fast enough. So I don't even know what the question is because I've been listening to people getting murdered and going to another country. So I forgot. I'm
well,
all off topic.
well, we talking about or relationships. Right now, currently, are you in a relationship or a situationship?
I'm not in nothing.
Damn, why you say it
I'm
like
Damn.
not,
that?
cause I'm not in nothing. I mean, I ain't saying it cause I'm excited. I'm like, damn, I ain't got nothing. You know what I
Ain't
mean?
in
Like,
nothing.
I mean,
All right. So
I mean,
what do you feel about what do you think is the difference between a situationship and a relationship? And do you feel like situationships more than relationships?
yeah, I can agree with that. They do, but a lot of times they might know what it is. Other times, I think they get, you get caught up, you get ran game on. I'm not saying, you know, we don't always know what's going on. But a lot of times when you try to be honest and, forthright with a person who you think is an adult, you be already getting to know them and then it come out the blue like, oh, you was a liar. Oh, you just lie. You just lie. Why you ain't keep it
Mm,
funky? Why you ain't keep it funky with me and let me know what I was working with? I'm adult enough to where I could choose to see, to
Mm.
say what I want out of it. But
Mm.
the men don't give you a chance to even, to see. Then when you say, oh,
okay,
okay, then when
okay. All
men act
right.
like
One
go
thing we
ahead.
gonna do though, we gonna keep it balanced. We ain't gonna make it about You know, we ain't gonna revert the conversation back to men, because whenever we put women on the hot seat and ask them certain questions, I notice y'all always y'all turn a corner, make a U-turn, and bring it back to us. So y'all keeping it 100 though. But I think men get caught up in situationships too.
Because they want some tail. They be blinded with the thing. Listen, what's between the legs, they be blinded by it. They can't, they just go crazy over it.
So y'all don't do that either? Y'all don't do that either?
No, I don't do that.
No.
Touch on that. If somebody's fronting,
be honest.
I'm not fighting. Now we didn't say have I had something that was good and I was trying to keep it, and you know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
Be honest.
Now, you know, I mean, if you want to go back to when I was young, that's a different story. I'm a grown woman now. You can't just whip that out and I'm mesmerized by it, you see? Okay, because after we done with that, you know, then what? You know. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it's not like, you know, it ain't been some great stuff out there in my life. I'm not gonna front, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna front on that. But I'm just saying, I'm older now. I see life a little bit different.
Right.
I need more. I want more from a man than that. But I'm at a different place in my life. I'm still learning me. So we might could just get to know each other. And if we get into some grown situations, just be honest with me.
Right. And I really like that, because, you know, a lot of times you don't hear a lot of women say that they getting to know them, because you see what you just said. You said men are blinded by tail, but a lot of women are blinded by dick. A lot of women be out here chasing dick, and whether they young, grown, whatever age, they out here and they looking for dudes and they evaluating him from them gray sweatpants.
Really?
Straight up.
Are you serious?
And we just gotta keep it real. Yes, very serious.
But
What
you mean, but what I'm saying, well, first of all, I'm a female. I don't be checking for what females be doing. You see what I'm saying? Me and my crew, we over 40. So we not running around chasing penis.
Y'all don't do that?
Huh?
Y'all don't size men up no more?
No, because you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I roll my eyes and suck my teeth so quick, I don't be the scene what the bro had on. You feel me? Because I know he about to tell a lie. So let me suck my teeth and roll my eyes and turn my head and just keep saying no.
I'm gonna tell.
Okay.
Okay, but you know, I got a lot. Oh, let's go ahead, True Oil. Yeah.
You there, sis?
Yeah, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you now, sis.
What Queen Shishi is saying is real. Y'all really need to listen. A woman gets to a certain age where she's saying, I've been there, done that. What's next? You're gonna have to bring something more better than put some dick on the table. That ain't gonna pay no bills. That ain't gonna feed no meals. And any of that. It's a group of women that are like that. They ain't giving up.
Oh Lord.
Who is doing that?
Boss?
This is Boss.
So, Boss, you don't think that that's the truth?
Hold on. Wait a minute. What's going on with it, brother? Peace to the chat. Peace to everybody on the panel. I'm hearing murder overseas, having babies.
A woman gets to a period in her life, she done been there, done that, what's next, and she closing up shop. She ain't excited.
Not at all. Not at all. Okay? Not at all. And I really get tired of men asking me, do you know how to cook? Well, first of all, I was raised in a family. I've been knowing how to cook homemade gravy since I was 19. You feel me?
All right.
So I don't be sweating none of that.
Let me say this. I'm 50. I'll be 51. There's a lot of women don't know how to cook. don't know how to do domestic cleaning.
Well, I don't got nothing to do with that. I didn't come from a
I'm
family
just,
like
I'm just, I'm
that.
just, I'm just, say- I'm just saying that. You know what I mean? If you want, let's keep it a buck. If we want to be honest and keep it simple and keep it balanced, let's tell the truth. Because I've been with some women
I
that
got a question.
Go ahead, boss.
You now you said that you already be sucking your teeth. You know when a man come up to you because you just automatically know he about to lie. So do you have
Yep.
it in the back of your so do you have it in the back of your mind that every man lies?
Yeah.
Well, if I
Because
what you want me to be honest? Okay, 97%.
I believe I
And
could
what
say I
percentage of
think
women?
I
Boss, you keep
But
98.
I'm not a woman. I'm not disputing what you guys are saying. You're asking me from a woman's point of view. I'm not disagreeing that
Right.
women don't lie.
But what's the percentage?
98.
women in line.
I mean, I don't date women, so I really wouldn't know, you
I know you
know.
have to tell us
Listen,
that.
stop deflect. Don't deflect. Don't deflect. You're a woman. You
Okay,
can
well, I can
answer that
only talk
question.
about me. I don't lie.
Okay.
So I can only talk about me.
Friends lie? Do your friends lie?
No, no, they don't.
Okay.
Don't you have men that's cousins in your family, men that's in your family?
One of my best, yeah, one
Women
of
be
my best,
lying.
yeah, one of my best friends is a man.
So he a liar.
He
Right.
lie all the motherfucking time. Excuse my language.
Friend though. So why he's your best friend?
But he's still a man. He's still a man though. You see what I'm saying? He's still a man.
So
It's
so
okay
he's so
wow.
because
he's
he's a
taken
man
care
and he
of.
lying.
I mean,
So
it's too
Wow.
many.
he's
I can't hear everybody.
justified
Go ahead, bro.
because he's your cousin.
Huh? No, he's my friend. I don't know what you mean by justified.
You
What happened? Everybody just dropped off at one time? Yeah. Nah. Yo, you back, bro? What happened?
I don't know. It just went out. I'm
I
back.
don't know what happened, bro. It just, I don't know. Pardon me, y'all. It just, all y'all just dropped out.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
don't
I'm
know
happened.
back.
I don't know what happened. It just when Munchie
It just
dropped out, mine ended. But I'm back.
yeah. We all got kicked out.
But yeah, but see, my thing is this, and the reason why, you know, I really appreciate y'all ladies coming on is because I like for women to be honest. Like I have a lot of female friends, and they honest, and I watched them lie to their boyfriends. I watched a man call a phone 20 times, and she say she in a cab on her way, and she chilling with me. So
You know what, DS1?
like, and
I have to say maybe it's how you raised.
I mean that's possible too. But then you gotta look at other factors too. Society turn people out. Girl who hangs out with with her crew, and she a virgin, and her friends keep telling her how good sex is, and that influence her to do it. About just how you raise too. Society affects the decisions that we make also.
You're right. Now, when I was in high school, I hung with older people, okay, the upperclassmen. But now the same situation you just talking about, that happened to me, but it was opposite. They was like, Bridget, you bet not have sex. Cause I was debate, you know what I'm saying? But that's all they was talking about when they come back to, over the weekend. I'm like, well, dang, they didn't want me to do that. So, I mean, I guess every situation is just different. My friends weren't
Right.
trying to get me to have sex.
See, the reason why I brought that part of it up is because mentality into dealing with other people, and then we start thinking that we're part of something that we're not. because we start relating with each other from a false reality. Like for instance, if, like I said, if a dude know he just want to sleep with a woman, what he's gonna do is he's not gonna just tell her that. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna do everything that you want him to do, because then he's gonna think he's gonna get what he wants. Now the question is the things that you want him to do to prove to you that he deserves some cuda or your attention or whatever he's asking for, is that real? Because a lot of women tell a dude, yo, you gotta pay my phone bill, yo, you gotta buy me some sneakers, yo, we gotta go out for a month straight. Commandments that women are giving dudes so they could give up themselves. And these is just real life instances. This is not nothing that's made up. And I'm not throwing shots at women. It's just that that's what we hear. And that's what we got to deal
But you know what? I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, she ain't supposed to expect nothing.
Yeah, she should expect you to be you. You don't what you can purchase or what you can give her material should not dictate who you are as a man, because what a man to do is a man to play the role. He'll buy you all that shit. He'll pay your bills and still be a piece of shit. So guess what? Guess whose fault that was? The woman's fault. Because you asked for everything and you got it, but you got shitted on too. You just didn't know a plate of shit came with it too. That ain't his fault. That's your fault, because you related from him from a fake reality. So that's what you got, a fake nigga.
Well, the biggest problems that I think that, in my opinion, that I think a man that we're having is people aren't taking the time to get to know one another. They're not putting in the time. You know, they want to rush through this and rush through that. You just don't have that anymore.
That's true. That's true. And that's because of life. People don't have time because everybody's on the go. People got to go to work. You know, people are basically dealing with their life. They let society dictate how their life go. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that I agree with you to a certain extent, but I think it's really more of people bringing their representatives to the table. Because you could be with a person for 20 years and not know the real them, or mask themselves. This is why I created this topic, because a lot of people are in situationships and think they're in relationships. A lot of people are in marriages, but they just part of a situation. And that's because they both wearing masks to each other and themselves. So that's what I think is the problem. That's why I think the communication be off, because both of y'all lying. You lying to him, he lying to you, and y'all both lying to yourselves. That could do more than pay for shit. You know you want more than a dude who could just have sex with you the way you like it. You know that. But then why don't you seek that? Why do you keep getting the same things? Because obviously at the core of you, you don't want what you say you want. That's why you don't get it. That's what I'm saying. And we got to stop lying to each other, ourselves. If I know I don't want a lady right now, then I'm not going around talking to women like I want to be with them. You feel what I'm saying? I think we got to deal with it from that standpoint, man.
Yeah, I know.
Because
For
a
me,
person could front for 30 years, man.
yeah, I know. I could tell you from experience. Saturday, right? I was talking to this young lady. She know my age. She was in the early 30s, right? So she was saying, yeah, I'm single. Would you holler? I said, yo, holler at me. She had my number and everything. She was shut. Then she was asking me like, oh, married? Yeah, I was married and all. Yeah, you know, all that. Come to find out, I told her that I live alone, that I'm single. Like I said before, I learned from my mistakes in the past. I stated to her, listen, yeah, I'm 50. I'm 51. She said, oh, come to find out. She said, I was 27, I'm 30. She said, I mess with older guys and stuff like that. I forgot to tell you this, JT. I did mess with an older guy. He's 62, but he went back to his wife. Red flag. You lied to me. I asked you what's your sister. Another lie. Well, I'm with my boyfriend. He only just eat, but he don't stick. So what you expect me to do? Offer myself to you? I tell you what my intention was. So what I did, I buried that because it wasn't no benefit for me. I ain't no play dog that you could pull me back and wind me up and do what the hell you want. Because at the end of the day, I'm a man. At the end of the day, I'm a human being. And I think us as men, we got to learn to value ourselves. So I'm a human being. Nah, you go on with that. But I would tell you like this, if you keep on doing that, there's going to be repercussions over that. Because you're playing with people's feelings. If you do not want him no more, you should let him go and find another man that could cater to your needs. That's unfair to him. I said, listen, I don't do stuff like that. Oh, man, I don't believe that a man could. Well, you know, hey, I got morals and I got standards. And I value myself a whole lot more. And I left it. I took my number out and everything. So us as men, especially black men, we gotta learn to value ourselves.
That's real. That's true. And see, when a man realizes that he has value, then he has no reason to lie anymore.
Yes.
You see? And the same thing with a woman. Once she realized that she has value, because she came up here and said that. My bad, y'all. My bad. But I'm back. But like I was saying, a person realized their value, then they will start to do different things. But see, my thing is, you're going to come across people who's never going to see themselves as valuable. And they're going to always act like chameleons, role and confuse people, you know. And it's up to us to be able to discern that in a person.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for a person. That's like, for instance, most people get in relationships bound. That's not a relationship. That's a situationship. Y'all both got hurt. Y'all lonely. Y'all don't want to not be with nobody. Taking that time off to heal and to burn that shit off for you, you go and jump into the next situation. And then when that situation go awry, you jump into another one. You got people who do that, who habitual. Like they'll just keep doing it. And they really won't have no care.
Yeah. It's like you're buying a Happy Meal, and you keep on eating, and you're hungry, and you keep on eating that until you get full. You get tired because you're eating the same thing. We keep on repeating until we have to ask ourselves that when is enough is enough. You know, and it goes back to our men. We gotta learn to advocate for ourselves and have value in ourselves. Because when we advocate for ourselves, when we see we have value for ourselves, a good woman would see that. That would attract to a woman. And everything else will follow after that. Everything else will manifest after that.
But bro, let me switch it up real quick, not to cut you off. But what you just said was big, because that's true. But I'm gonna switch it up real quick, because I noticed what the queens was saying. And when I was talking about, you know, how women get caught up on the dick and all that, I wasn't talking about just a man who could provide that. But my question is this to the sisters. What if you got you a man who could provide all that shit, but his dick game is weak? Then what you gonna do? Then what you gonna do? He could pay all the bills. He could fix anything in the house. He'll protect you, but that dick game weak. What you gonna do then?
Oh, that tongue game weak.
Right. He can't please you sexually in no way, no form or fashion. What you do then, sister? What you do then? You stay there and dry up? No, y'all don't do that. So what happens if you get something like that, Munchie? You get a brother who could provide, he protect, he do all that. But when it comes to sex, he's like non-existent. What do you do?
You try to use my name. That is so funny. No, you know what? I don't know about
No,
other.
I'm not.
No, you want to use my name. You want to like bring out like freaky stuff. Like you want to go there, we can go there. Look, sex is not. I don't know about a lot of other women, but it's a whole other thing with me because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not the sex, it's not the dick, it's not." I don't know. But look, I listen to so many women. But what I can say is, at the end of the day, your dick not gonna work when you get old. So that's the things I look at. So I try to look at the things that a man can do for me.
If you take care of yourself, it would. Just as a woman, if a woman take care of herself,
Come on, let's stop playing. Somebody 100 years old. I mean, look.
I ain't talking about
a handful. Look, no, come on. Y'all trying to look at Dr. Savy because he puts
no.
Like, come on, guys. Come on, guys.
No. I'm not talking about Dr. Savy.
Let me mute it. I'm gonna pass the mic.
I'm not talking about no Dr.
I want to play around, and I'm trying to give you a perspective in a general sense that we can all look at something, which I looked at, because it's not. I mean, guys can look in your eyes. I don't know about a lot of women, but me personally, I can look in a guy's eyes and it just turn me on. We don't even need to have sex. We can look at each other and it's like, okay, tonight we just gonna sleep together. We gonna cuddle. I mean, you look, I'm not gonna be going through the whole thing. Like, let the other women come on. Let them do that. So let me get out here.
I can accept that. No, I could accept that. You know what I'm saying? I can accept that. I can accept that. What about you, Miss Bridget?
Oh, okay. So you were saying if he provides everything, but he has a little, he got little issues. You know what I mean? That's what you said?
Yeah, if a man could provide everything else, but he cannot satisfy you sexually, then what you do?
Am I in love with him?
I don't know.
Well, you had asked a question.
No, I'm saying from what I just said, if he can provide everything that you need, but he cannot satisfy you sexually.
Well, for me personally, it all has to do with how I feel about him. It don't matter if a man can provide everything for me. That don't necessarily mean I like him.
There we go. That's what I was touching on. Because a lot of women will go and they'll accept the dude who can provide all of that, but if he fail in the sex game, now she got a side nigga. You see what I'm saying?
I
And
mean,
a lot of women do this. Married women do this.
well,
Married
my
women.
spirit, and I do know women that do stuff like that. To me, I just think, what is the point? I mean, you're wasting time. You know, you letting all them different spirits in you. I don't really understand what's the point of all of that.
I mean, at the end of the day, if a woman, want to be satisfied sexually, what's wrong with that? And if she feel like she gotta go somewhere else to find it, I mean, hey,
I don't agree with.
that's what
Then
I'm
we gonna
saying.
need to not be together. You see what I'm saying? Then because
Okay,
I look at it
okay,
like this. Okay, well, I'll just use the more positive scenario. If I'm in love with him and he can provide everything for me, but he's not satisfying me, we gonna have to really try to figure it out because I love this man. He's more than just what's in between his legs.
right. I understand that. I totally do. But we're not gonna sit here and act like sex is not something that's high up on a list, on a to-do list. We're not gonna sit here and act like that.
It is, but most of the time with a lot of women that I know, when you are in love, I don't mean love. When you are in love with a man, you can figure it out.
I
We
got you.
can work it out.
I got you. I got you. And I respect that. I do.
Now if he a ass
And
now
I feel like you being honest.
if he an asshole and he hitting on toddler, oh, I'm gonna be dogging you.
So, but that's easy though. You gonna detect that quick.
But see, yo, you was bugged out. You know that, right?
You can't listen, you can't be broke and ain't hitting on nothing in the bed either. Come on now.
You see, right.
That's
This is why I
that.
asked that. Because I love when women be honest like this. I love the candidness. I love it.
I mean,
Peace,
that's
bro.
just go ahead and keeping it a buck. You see what I'm saying? You can't have everything wrong.
Right, right. That was my point.
If you
Shalom.
broke, you better be tearing the bedroom up.
Shalom, family.
But if you
Shalom to
broke,
everybody in the panel. My apologies, Queen.
Go ahead, King.
Oh no, I was listening. I was just apologizing for cutting her off. But yeah, man, I just got in and I see you on, so I had to come and check you out. And I see the topic is hot. So the sister say or one of you brothers or somebody say basically that women basically they do things in a way that where we think one thing and basically they have a whole nother game plan going on in their brain when it comes down to relationships. In other words, money wise, material things. You know what I'm saying? Those things they say don't matter, but in actuality, it do.
I
You know
never
what I mean?
said it doesn't matter.
Okay, my bad. Like I said, I came in late and I'm just catching the tail end of certain conversations. So I'm just responding to what I heard. That's all.
Now, I'll say this, it does matter if you lame in the bed. Well, yeah, I mean, what I look like, you broke and you lame in the bed. That's a waste of time.
Okay. Now that's if that's kind of a personal situation, right? Because what might be lame to you might not be lame to the next individual, next female. You see what I'm saying, sis? So
Right.
when
Oh, yes, I agree with you. Yes. And she
when
can
our
have
sisters
that.
is
Yeah.
when our sisters is actually in a market, you to be, should I say, swept off their feet. Um, it's certain things that you guys should be made clear, especially if you experience woman. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going into it, you know, sugarcoating things, you know, not really being honest about certain situations, about what you like, what you looking for, especially now that you're an adult and you're not a young lady no more, and you know exactly what you pretty much want.
Exactly, down to the T.
You know, so this is my thing, like, why play a game or why entertain an individual that you know for a fact don't have the qualities? Why put him in that situation?
Oh,
You
I
know what
don't
I
do
mean?
that. I'm not going to entertain that.
See,
Like
you know,
okay, I'll give an example. Okay, brother, round here, you know, whatever. He a cool dude. Okay, yeah, you nice looking, yeah. But every time I see you, you walking. You get it though. He got the baddest walk around, boy. The walk make you look like damn. But when I stop and evaluate it, okay, here's the thing, Bridget, can you deal with that? No, I can't. So he like, oh, okay, here go my number. I had took the piece of paper and slid it right back. He started laughing. He like, we can't go out. Now I had one to say, what the hell we gonna do? Hold hands and shit? But I didn't. I'm like, no, we can't go out. Cause see, I'm the type of female, I'm not gonna keep picking you up. That's what you know, you gotta be a man somewhere.
Well, how come it you know, this is honest conversation, right, sis? So how come
Yes.
how come it's not hard, or it wouldn't be a problem or disrespect for you to say, well, you know what, you just not driving. Like, you got everything, just communication. You just talking to the brother. You feel me,
right?
brother? You know what I'm saying? You solid
You
all the
need a
way
whip.
across the board, but you missing that one thing that's really important to me right now, and that's a whip. So however he go about viewing you on your reason for not, you know, even just accepting a number or talking to him, you know what I'm saying? You just have to kind of deal with that. And hopefully he don't be disrespectful, right?
But see, that's where you can't say that because the majority of the time they are disrespectful. So certain things I kind of do try not to say. That's a difference. You're a man. A lot of men nowadays, you know, when a woman turn them down, their ego is they pissed.
Well, that's not a man, ma.
Thank
Excuse me,
you,
I'm gonna
bro.
call you mom,
Thank
but
you,
sis,
bro.
that's not a man.
Thank you,
That's
bro.
not a man at
I
all.
never said it was a man, but I'm saying
No,
that's
no, no.
what.
But
No,
that's the
we just letting it
terminology
be
you
known,
use.
sis.
Oh
That's
no,
the
you're right.
terminology
That
you use.
definitely. Listen, I was raised in a family that if a man didn't have a car, he not even about to step to a woman
Okay,
if his stuff ain't together.
and I respect that. I can't knock how you was raised, and I would never disrespect, you know, the words that you were taught within your household, because they meant something by whoever told you that, or whoever you heard that from. They really meant it, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? But you being a woman who you are today, it's just like me when I heard things of in my past, you know, as a youngster, you know, I heard briefly that I shouldn't be talking to nobody but my own race. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't smashed in my head. So when I got the opportunity to go to college, my thought process was this, right? Since I got me a solid female at home, I'm not gonna really be out here, since I'm in the Midwest. I'm not gonna be out here trying to get in a relationship with a woman. So I'm not gonna deal with my sisters. So since I'm not gonna be trying to deal with no serious relationship, I'm just gonna be having fun. I'm gonna fuck with these other races. You understand what I'm saying? So like that, being this man that you guys kind of like, I want to say y'all parents or siblings raise you up to not talk to. That's kind of crazy. You, as an adult, you have to understand that, because that man could just be walking, like that's just where he at. You know what I'm saying? He could just be walking from here to there, here to there. You don't even know what he got in his garage.
And that's
So,
but that's my choice though.
but I'm just saying though, that is your choice. But what I'm saying is to shut a conversation down because you assume something, right?
Listen, if he talking about we going to have drinks, who do I think driving?
I ask the question. Don't assume.
I told you I live in a small city. Everybody know everybody. He don't have a car. It's not sitting somewhere. The shop broke down. He walk everywhere. Summer, winter, spring, fall. He walk.
All right.
Do
I
you?
think not to
You
cut
got
you
it.
off, bro. But I think what the brother's trying to say, sis, is that it sounds a bit superficial. And I'm saying this because how many men buy broke women cars? How many men, how many men pull over and put women in their cars? How many women do you think out here is really uplifting men and taking them to the next level in their life?
Okay, but
I
a
see
lot
a
of
lot of
women.
men doing that to women though.
Now, I've been in relationships. When you do try to do that, if that's not where they're at, it's just not going to happen. Black women ride for their man all day long.
Some of them.
Well,
Yeah, they
I
ride.
just know me and the ones I be around.
I think we
No,
just
a lot of.
I think we get
Go
too
ahead,
busy.
bro.
I think we get too busy caught up in what a person don't have and what they don't have versus, what who the person actually is. Because like, DS1 was saying, and I'ma say it too, you know, that there's a lot of times where the woman, the woman ain't got a car and her thing is drier than saltine crackers. But does that mean that a man has the right to break it off with her because she don't have a car and she Canada dry in the bed?
Yeah, he has a right
Things
to do that.
No.
I mean, because a lot of situations, like even with the private part of a person in the bed, there's some things about men and women that they can't control. Some got it, some don't. Separate the ones that don't have it because a lot of times the ones that don't do everything that we want in the bed, them the ones that actually treat us like something versus the ones that's walking around with the good thing going on. They know that they have that good thing going on. They don't have to respect you. You just a number to them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people out here, since we talking about good sex, there's a lot of people out here, that's the only thing that they can bring to the table is good sex. So, I mean, what? Does it stop there? If the only thing you can bring to the table is for me to be able to enjoy myself for a couple minutes, it ain't like we're going to be doing it all day. Sex only lasts for so long. We got other things more important to do than sex. What? Sex ain't paying our bills unless we doing it for it. Why does sex have to be really at the top of the totem pole when it should be how this person is as a person and how they treat you as a person? Because
Because what I
there's a lot
notice
of
is, what I notice, bro,
That's a
is
good
a lot
question,
of the.
Doc. That's a real good question, Doc.
See, what I notice, bro, is that the dudes who can provide all the shit that most women talk about, they treat women like shit. The one that could pay for everything, you are now his pet. And when
Mm-hmm.
he want to throw your ass to the side, he can. So this is why, I put that out there. And I think when a lot of women get caught up with men like that, they're getting caught up in situations because you want a man to meet your materialistic expectations. And a
Yeah.
lot of men can nowadays, but those be the men who treat you the worst. And this
Yeah.
is
That.
facts.
Yeah. And case in point, I could tell you that I've been in situations in the past when I said, okay, I don't have that such and such a thing, but I'm working on it. And I got the necessity things. Oh, well, I can't talk to you because you cannot provide for me and this and that. But you expect me to accept what you don't have, and whatever you bring to the table, you want me to come. Sometimes it's imbalance. And I know for me personally as a black man, that for me, at times I'd rather be by myself than go with this nonsense. If I'm willing to accept what you cannot bring to the table temporarily, and then if you have most of the day, we can combine that and make that shit beautiful. But a lot of us don't want to make no shit beautiful. It's like a crap game. It's like a casino. You slide that thing down, you get all apples, you win. But you keep it going close and close, you lose. You know, it's a casino. It's like in and out. So my question is, when are we going to be to have this conversation, to find out could we meet halfway, and the rest we could build. And some of us do not want to. We don't want to be honest within ourselves. And that is the frustrating thing about it.
That's them facts right there, bro.
Peace, rap chat. How you, bro?
Peace, brother. How you doing, DX?
Peace, brother.
I'm good, bro.
Peace, brother. Peace to the panel. Peace to the kings and queens on the panel.
Yo, Ak, you got anything you want to build on, bro?
No, brother, just go ahead. I'm just listening to the conversation. It's a real deep conversation, man. So I was just listening. Me and my queen sitting here listening to y'all brothers build. It's a good deep conversation, man, and it's real. And we need to discuss this in our community. We need to just build on stuff like this because it enlightens us on what's really going on out here in the community with our brothers and sisters, and something that we really need to just build on. Because it need to be discussed.
Yeah, because you're right, bro. Because think about this. Think about how these young boys is growing up. A lot of these young boys is running around in the streets doing what they doing because a lot of their mothers is telling them that's how you be a man. A man is evaluated by his money. A lot of women is telling men this, young boys. And when that young boy grow up, he's going to evaluate himself based off of how much money he has.
Facts.
How expensive his car is. How expensive his clothes are.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? Then he's going to evaluate women and say, oh, well, I know women like this, so I have everything women like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and mess around with every woman that think I'm cute, and I'ma shit on them because I know they only like me because I got on $1,500 shoes.
Yeah, and it goes to show. I'm sorry about that, bro. Go ahead, brother. No, you go ahead.
No, but we see this every day. I see it every day, bro. So you not saying nothing wrong. I see it every day. We see it when we go to the clubs. We see it just in the street. Period. We see it every day. It's every day thing. So you right. If you building, brother, go ahead. Yeah,
and go more on the point again. Go fight with that brother, and I gotta reemphasize again because we don't like to reemphasize the important things in life. The black man, we gotta value ourselves. We gotta advocate for ourselves. And if the shit is not going down that we should, we have the right to say no. We don't have to follow what society is saying. Goes for the black woman. You don't have to follow what society is going to do. You know, let's be honest and stop playing this tic-tac-toe shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's start eating a half an apple. If you want to eat the whole apple, that's when you get the full enjoyment of it. We have ass in everything. We have ass in certain shit. Speak the truth. The black one, let's speak the truth. Because I can go to the amusement park, I can get on a roller coaster, but I know that roller coaster one way or the other is going to stop. And what you going to do then?
Facts. I agree with you on that. When that roller coaster stop, what you gonna do then? What's your next
Yeah,
move?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's your next move after that roller coaster ride stop?
See
I
what I
agree with
what
you on that.
what I what I see we need to do within our community as far as when it comes down to communication to our children is explain to them, in this particular time, say from elementary to shit high school, basically, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no relationships going on. It should be nothing but friendships. This way, there's no issue between emotions. What I mean by that is the young lady is not so caught up in this young man because they not boyfriends, they friends, right? Uh, we teaching them that, you know, sex, the way that society put it out there, it's a fun thing, right? And it's okay to do it, and it's gonna be all right as long as you protect yourself. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to our culture, what is sex actually about? It's about pre, pre recreating, you know what I'm saying, our bloodline basically, and so forth and so on. So now, when we understand this, and then this removes immorality to those actions, and it's pure love when that action is being expressed, between man and woman. If they getting this understanding, like clearly getting this understanding, we don't have a lot of mistakes. We don't have a lot of relationship issues like we have it now. When our young women and our young men become men and women, they actually understand how to conduct themselves. They actually know what they're looking for within these young men and young women, as they become adults. You understand what I'm saying? This is how I deal with my children. And so far, so good. Panel, brothers and sisters in the chat, it's showing me that by me taking the time out to show them and explain to them, how young boys act, how young women gonna react certain ways and certain things, and what they're looking for. My son is equipped to handle these things. He don't have to deal with these things on his own or listen to his homeboy that don't have no maturity, no understanding of what the hell is going on, because he listens to his cousin that's 2 years older than him, and he don't have a damn clue.
You want to touch on that,
I just
boss?
think, I just think that, you know, us as people, we got to look more people than, the things that we look in them for. You know, sex is a good thing, but it's like a crackhead smoking crack. You only gonna enjoy that high, that good ass high for a second. You know what I'm saying? So too many people are looking for finished projects already. Want a finished project. Sometimes it ain't about that. We meet, different people in life from different walks. I mean, everybody different. You
Right.
know, I may have dealt with a female um, last month that that had a nice ass car, nice ass house. But then a female that I'm dealing with this month, her car ain't as nice as the females from last month. Nice as the females from last month. So what do I do? Do I dog her and go back to the female with the nicer house and nicer car? Because first of all, if everything was all good, and Miss last month would still be together this month.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If everything was all good, Miss last month would be here this month. So apparently something there look like. You know, that there's a lot of crazy people that got money. Like I told you, bro, it was a female on Facebook. She had made a post and she said, it was one of them posts that said, if you not taking care of me and my kids, don't even be in my inbox, trying to holler at me. And she got mad at me because I flat out told her, homie, congratulations, you just put you and your kids up for sale.
Damn.
So just like how you said, a lot of us dudes, we got that bread. All women really be talking about. That part of the game of being a loving person and all this and that. With some of these women, that's just something just to say to get them through the day. You know what I'm saying? Because when it come down to it, it come down to that money, to that money. So it ain't nothing for a brother to take you out to eat, to where with him to make you feel important like you doing something. Because if game recognize game, you ain't getting over on him. If game recognize game,
Exactly. And that's what I
you
was
know,
talking about.
what do I need to care about you for? Them little shoes ain't mean shit that I bought you, and that necklace or that jumpsuit or that pink jumpsuit from Victoria's Secret, that shit ain't mean nothing to me. I get money. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a cold fact, boss, because a lot of motherfuckers don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like because that brother, you know what I'm saying, is spinning and breaking bread, getting her some things that the baby daddy or, the boyfriend wasn't doing. And he just like, nigga, this ain't shit. This like, taking her out to McDonald's or some shit. I really don't give a fuck about this. As long as she do what I need her to do and not when I need her to do it, it's all gravy. You know what I'm saying? And then when he feel like just saying, fuck that and fuck this, I'm good, then what? Then she's stuck. Because she put all her motherfucking marbles in that basket talking about this is my guy. This is the one.
right, because a lot of women say that they got that good cuckoo, but I didn't also heard brothers say, man, I stopped fucking with her. I got tired of that. So if it's that good, I mean, would no man get tired of it? And I think she said that it sounded like what she said got twisted around, we just freestyling. That's all. That's just like me right now. I got two daughters. I got my own crib. I got my own lack. I got my own motorcycle. I could do what I want to do. I could take my kids and do whatever I want to do. I just sent both of my kids. JT, he know. DS know. I just sent both of my daughters to Orlando, Florida for Disney World a week and a half ago. Both of them went, and I gave both of them a bag. They did their thing. I could do what I want to do. Not that I'm trying to boast or nothing, but and let me give you the mind frame of the dudes that we talking about. I got this. What can you? Okay, you look good. You nice looking, and what can you do for me that I can't do for myself? See that's the type of attitude that a lot of men got towards women and women got towards men. That's that antagonizing attitude.
You know what, boss? Everybody in the panel and in the chat, it just hit me, man. A lot of these women, man, they don't understand what it takes to be a woman. They really don't understand the definition, the actions. Like, they can say it all they want with their mouth. They can express it with their emotions and high, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, their actions show that they do not understand what it takes to be a woman. It actually takes them to, I want to say, them they late 40s for some to actually let that shit register on what it might be to be a real woman. And that's part of our problem. That's a part of our issue and our problem as men. And as fathers that's not in our kids' lives. I'm not talking to the ones that's actually in their kids' life. I'm speaking to the ones that, that's not in their kids' life. You are out there, fam. You know what I'm saying? The reason that we deal with these type of women and their attitudes is because we're not in their lives. We're not showing them the example of a king, of a man.
I think what we gotta do is we gotta separate tangible things from intangible things. For instance, if we building a goddamn house, I know we gotta have money to buy the tools and all of the materials and the supplies. That's the tangible stuff. But you know what's the intangible stuff? The motherfuckers who gonna build the house, who gonna have the effort, who gonna have the drive to never give up.
I ain't had no bag.
The endurance. The ones who gonna have the strategy, the architect, the one who came up with the whole plan to build the house. See, that's the intangible stuff. That's stuff you can't pay for. I think we focus too much on the tangible things a lot of times. We need to focus on the intangibles, because that's how you get caught up in situationships.
Yeah.
And you can't properly relate with nobody, because that's what a relationship is. The art of relating.
Yeah.
Not the art of what you could do for me and what I could do for you. That's a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, JT.
And go more on your point. We have to understand too. We don't set our priorities straight. We deal with forced priorities. We're not honest with ourselves what we really want within ourselves. And that's the problem too. Like for me, I'm very clear what I want. If that woman is not complete of my life or life, ain't no need to be together. So we gotta set priorities first and know what's right or wrong. Not for the woman, but for yourself, and it goes vice versa. That's it.
Most definitely.
I mean, definitely, we just got to understand that, we all come different. We all built different. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. And I think a lot of times that's what we looking for. We looking for perfect. And the silly part is a lot of us is far from it. A lot of us hold, a lot of us hold each others as certain statues that they couldn't even look up at technically.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, different people from different walks of life. You know, some of us have nice things. Like me, I'm blessed to have, nice things, If a damn show don't make me better than the next, because I can wake up tomorrow and the man upstairs could take all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just a snap of it. You could be at the top of the world. You could be a millionaire. And just with a snap of a finger, you done.
Then what?
Then what? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we just got to enjoy each other. You know, some men, got to do better. You know, like the sister was saying, I don't know who this brother is, a brother walking. You know, that same brother, could have a job and he just walking. We really don't know people's situations unless we really know them. Now, if you sitting up with a bullshit situation and you just ain't wanting to do nothing for yourself and you just want to walk around and play on your looks and different shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Um, I can't rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Because the same people that we look upon, down upon, at one point in time, they had more than what the fuck we got now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't deal with I didn't dealt with a lot of women in my life. You know what I'm saying? Some of them knew what they could do in the bed. Some of them had it good. Some of them didn't. You know what I'm saying? That didn't have it good in the bed, but they make up for that in other things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They made up in other things for that. And I ain't talking about money or no shit like that, but their personality and who they are. They take
Hmm.
care of their business.
They're a good
You know what
person.
I'm saying? We too old to be running around with our tongues out like dogs. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. That's the biggest thing, like the brother said, this sex bullshit. Sex done took over the whole fucking world. Everything is about getting some fucking sex. So life is about is a big ass orgy. There's nothing else in life that's taught to be more important or anything. You can solve a problem with sex.
That's crazy.
So when the sister said, a brother not being able to do his thing in the bed and he broke, I can definitely understand that. But at the same time, like I said, so some of these women is dried and saltine crackers. Really ain't got too much going on for theyself. But some people you can help a person build theyself as well as you keep building yourself.
Right.
Some of us need that kick from other people instead of us looking down on a couple little corny things that really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Oh, other people.
Hmm. That's the
Saying
intangibles.
like being in a relationship to where you could say me and this woman built this together.
Exactly.
You
And that
know, some women got better jobs than other women. Does that qualify the women with the big jobs that they better than the women with the lower paying jobs? Hell nah. They both on the same level as me. Look at people and they look at money that a person got, and they'll just put them on this pedestal. All he or she is just so real. A lot of these motherfuckers that got money, they faker than a motherfucker.
Now check this out, fam. Now I gotta ask the homie girl, right? You know what I'm saying? And before, I got married to my wife, you know what I'm saying? We was actually a little bit more than just friends like that. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, the crazy part is right now she got a real solid brother in her corner. You feel me? Supporting her in her business moves. You know what I'm saying? She about to start her nonprofit organization to help young ladies. You know what I mean? And he got her back to the T. He got connections here and there. And bro, do you know this woman is willing to fuck that off for a feeling? Like this is I'm talking about. This is a 40+ year woman who I talk to, and I tell her, like, listen, you got a solid brother in your corner. Why do that? You know what I'm saying? Kick back. Wait for your man to get home and enjoy yourself for the year. Why step out when you're trying to get things in order? You're trying to do things the right way. But yet and still, if I allow her to, you know what I'm saying, or if I allow myself to step out and do some dumb shit, you know what I'm saying, she'd be more than willing. And it's just like, man, come on, man. How do I got more morals than this woman? I understand how I got more morals than her at this point. It's because my laws, statutes, and commandments that I follow. But my thing is, our women should be more solid than that. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just, I'm not just talking about all women like that, but, for the vast majority of the women in society today, they are. Even if they don't want to
Us
admit
as
it.
men, us as men and women, we need to understand that we can't be bought. We can't be looked upon as a fucking um sex. We need to understand that we people at the end of the day. We got feelings, and we all deserve to be respected.
You want to say something, sis?
Eh,
My fault, bro.
oh nah, we just need to be respected.
Yeah.
Some of us some of us is in better predicaments than others. you know instead of looking down on the situation, we gotta out. I'm not saying that everybody that's in a bad situation, um you know they trying to get out of it, because it's just some motherfuckers that they won't do right if you bought the word get right and gave it to them. They still couldn't do right. you know Now, them the ones that we need to stay away from. But some of the most beautifulest people with the greater hearts, and that'll give you everything that they got. Some of them is broke. Some of them got the most wisdom. Homeless man on the you might think that the nigga from your hood cars, you might think that he real, but the homeless man that's sitting around the corner from the corner store, he realer than this dude that you think is real with the money. So a lot of people use their materialistic things to overshadow who they really are. Because at the end of the day, when you into them type of things and you see somebody with them, you really not caring and really not thinking about who they is until they start treating you like shit. A woman could get her a doctor. Now this doctor, he getting crazy bread. He get his paycheck. He can pay all the bills, mortgage, take you and the kids out to eat, and that's just half of his check. But he beating the shit out you behind closed doors. Women behind closed doors. Yeah, he buying you shit, but he paying for hotel rooms for other women. He paying for shoes and clothes for other women. women money to go hang out. So, that's it.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify a couple things. Okay, I don't judge an individual on what they have and what they don't have. I'm not that type of person. But I'm at a place in my life to where I'm working on me. So I really don't have time to be putting a whole lot of energy into a situation that needs growth. And I can be honest with that. I'm not looking for none of that. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to learn Bridget. So I don't have time to gather up a man that walking. I don't have time for that. That's irritating to me. And I'm talking about the dude because I know who he is. I mean, I live in a small city. Everybody pretty much know everybody. And actually, we used to date. Well, I take that back. Date, I guess, consists of sex. I don't know. But when he moved to my city, he had bought a house with a girl and it didn't work out. So I never knew him. I met him, went out on a couple of dates or whatever. And I thought he had moved away. And I kept seeing this guy walking around town. I'm like, dang, that looked like that dude. So come to find out, it was, but he used to come in where I worked at, and he wouldn't speak to, he tried to act like he didn't know me, so I played along because I figured, well, you must be embarrassed or something. So after a couple months had passed, he was like, don't I know you? So me being the person that I am, I said, you corny,
You're right.
and he started laughing. So I guess after after a while, he had just was feeling himself and thought he could slide me his number. Wait, you had a house and stuff before. I don't really know what's going on with you, and then you pretended like you didn't know me. No,
I feel it.
and he might be a great person for somebody who's ready to do all of that. I wouldn't even try to be talking to a dude when I don't have myself completely together. Now we can try to learn, get to know each other, this and that. But I mean, I do have certain standards. I'm just not going to lower my standards just because. Oh, he might be a great guy. Well, I don't really feel like looking into that right now.
I get it. I get it. She for she.
Yeah, I respect that. So, you know what I'm saying? I just, we just as men, when we hear certain things, we we feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So we like to, express ourselves and see what the feedback is like. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully is we would prefer the conversation and the feedback to be more on your level. You know what I'm saying? In honesty. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real, not taking it in offense to the point where she want to be disrespectful with her tone and her words, and it's like, man, brother,
Now, see, you
I'm
know
just
what?
trying to
I
tell
don't
you.
mean to cut you off, but I wanted to speak on something you said. Now, I noticed, and I'm coming from I'm not a man, so I'm not coming from you guys' point of view. I noticed that when you try to be honest and keep it straight up with, I'll say for me, with a man, it's like they say that's what they want from a woman, but then when you give it to them, they really don't know what to do with it. So what do I do? Keep staying around, keeping it a buck, and you steady being shady.
No, not at all. After you be honest with the individual, and they taking you as a joke, or if they ain't, they looking at you as if you're not being honest, then it's a decision to be made. Like it's off. Really, they made the decision for you off the rip. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the one for you to be even getting to know, because obviously they can't even take your word. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even really know you. See, as adults, we don't have to play those type of games. You know what I'm saying?
That
But
I
because
agree. I
they so
agree.
much, yeah, they so much into playing games. You know what I'm saying? Then obviously they gon' they gonna show those particular type of characteristics. And so as soon as you see them, yeah, it's all good. You're a grown ass woman. Shit, I don't have time for it. You seem cool. I respect you, whatever the case may be, and move on, because that's the type of woman you are. And whether he respect that shit or not, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get respect, because at the end of the day, hey, that's what real women do. That's what I come to understand. You know?
Yeah, you get respect, and then you know what? You just be single. But I didn't come to the realization I will be single before I put up with some bullshit, because I ain't got to. Some women may have to for whatever reasons, but I ain't got to.
But if the man ain't ready for you yet, like, how you gonna rush that, man? Like, excuse me.
Why even step to me is my point. Because see, I'm not, like I have friends, they might give a dude their number. I don't do things like that because I don't want nobody to be like, yeah, I don't know why you talking to me. So if a man steps to me, I would think you should already have some type of thoughts in your mind, like she's a grown woman. You know what I mean? Like, why even waste my time to even come say anything to me when you knew that all it was game?
Well, see, you can't control that. Even we can't control, women being like that as men. No matter how stand up we are, no matter how polite we are, no matter how much of a gentleman we are to these women, some of them just not gonna really even give a fuck, and they gonna still play the game. You understand what I'm saying? So it's up to us as mature individuals, understanding what we're looking for, understanding what we want, and not playing the game. You know what I'm saying? I can have a conversation with an individual smiling, and she might take that shit to the point where, you know what I'm saying, she thinks she got me, and find out, you know what I'm saying, she ain't even budge me, and she be feeling some type of way. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's not my issue. I don't have to deal with that shit. You can start getting loud, talking crazy, you know what I'm saying, acting all outside yourself. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk my ass away. I don't have to stand there and defend myself. I don't have, as long as you don't put your hands on me, I don't have to do none of this shit. All I gotta do is smile and walk the fuck away and say to myself, this motherfucker crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not obligated to sit there and have a conversation with nobody because I either initiated it or she initiated it. You understand what I'm saying, sis?
I mean,
Yeah, I understand you. I'm sorry, I had like too many windows open and had got all lost. But no, I understand completely what you're saying. But on the flip side, okay, like I say what he says. I don't have to sit and talk to nobody that I don't want to, but it's a difference between a man and a woman. I have men, they going psst, psst, they touching my arm, they going, hey, and then when I'm like, hey dog, back up off me. Then it's like, oh, you think you all that? Okay, yeah, I do. You thought you was gonna make me say, no, I don't. Yeah, I do.
I mean, it sound like you coming in contact with a lot of beta males. Cause I mean, at your age that you at, I'm
I
pretty
can agree
sure.
with you. That's
I'm
why I
pretty.
said I'm real single.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know your age, but I'm pretty sure the places you go is age appropriate. So I know you ain't around 25-year-old dudes. So why the hell is they even still communicating like that?
I
And
get it. Me and my cousin thinks not to. I'm sorry to cut you off. Me and my cousin believes that it's the area we in. And of course, it's probably, not no probably, it is because of how they was raised. But where I live, I mean, it's like that. And then if you think, okay, this person might actually, have some morals, some values, some character, some something, y'all get to talking and this and that, and up, here go the stupid stuff.
and see what you saying is like, see, I don't feel no type of way about you saying it because I understand, because a lot of women go through that. But it's like, damn, man, it's 2017 and shit is getting real crazy in the world. And it's like a lot of us men really want our women. We want families. We want to see black men with their women. We want to be married. We don't want to be out there running around like y'all think. You know, it's a lot of us that do, but it's crazy how we still have to, clarify, in 2017 that we not gonna be doing that nut shit, like grabbing your arm and come on. I was doing that when I was a teenager, like.
This was just last summer.
But that's crazy, and see now I gotta, us brothers gotta clarify ourselves because it's like, damn, that's starting to be the standard. Like women are starting to believe that this is the standard for men.
I mean, I can agree with you from my circle of friends. And, that's why I said I'm sucking my teeth and rolling my eyes before you even come my way. Because I already know it's that bull that you coming over here. Can you come over? No.
Now see, I'm the type of person, if you do that to me, I'ma laugh at you. I'ma laugh at you because it's like, you mad for what? Like, I'ma laugh. I'm not gonna get no attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, for what? But I understand what you're saying, but that shit is making it too difficult for us to relate.
Yo, it's and I'm getting old. It's like ridiculous. Like you can't, you try to grow and learn and, okay, get to know the person. You do like this, you treat him like, do all of that. So if you're trying to really be mindful and do those things, and it's like, okay, you meet somebody and then you just a liar. You just lie all the time, but you always saying, I'm a man. I'm a man. That sounds stupid.
But we real ones though. We don't have to say that. Be
Say what?
with you. We walk around saying that we real men.
Breaking up, bro.
I'm a real man. My bad. What
We can't understand you. You breaking up.
You breaking up.
All right. How about now? Am I good?
Talk again, bro.
Say something again.
Now? Am I good now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So, oh shit.
You straight, bro.
Hold tight. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna hit right back.
Okay, he had to take care of something. Okay, so DS1, you right, because it just, and I don't want to be that, the black woman that judges every man. I can only speak on my experience. Okay, is it what I'm attracting? I guess, but I don't say, hey, come over here, talk to me. Hey, you see me? I don't do none of that.
Right.
Well, I do want to ask a question. This is JP.
Go ahead.
How about a man, right? A black man. I use myself. I see the other guy. He bullshitting with you. You see game. You peep game. You see that shit far away. I come and say, are you okay? I just want to check. I ain't trying to holler at you. I just want to make sure you're all right, black woman. What you would say then?
Yeah, I'm good.
But you know what? I'm glad you say that, but most of the time it happens, we get cursed out.
You have to say more than what it ain't just that you get cursed out. Nuh-uh.
I understand what, listen to the question, because here we go again. We misinterpret what we're saying. Because I could tell you like this, I'm saying like this, because it happened to me. I was looking out for this black woman because this guy was harassing her. So I took upon myself, let me make sure she's all right, and that's it. Why I gotta do some other things to look out for you, to make sure about your well-being? Why can I just be just a concerned black man to make sure that you okay?
So you saying she got mad and upset because you just asked her if she was okay?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Something's wrong with her then. Something's wrong with her then.
But see, my point I'm trying to make is that that happen to some of us as black men. And it's always like you said, you must have to do something. Why we have to do so? Why we just cannot care for our women and make sure that they fine?
And you
That's a good
can. And
point.
once you explained once you said that's exactly how you said it, something is wrong with her, and she probably was already mad and didn't want to be bothered, and you happen to just get that tongue lashing.
Mm.
But
That's a
see,
fact.
So
I mean, I cut you off. But at the same time, if us black men don't say nothing, we get blamed for that. Why you didn't come? Why you didn't come to my rescue? It's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. I'm not saying every black woman like that. No, I'm not saying that, but it does happen. You know,
you
you
making
can
a
go.
good point, bro. You making a good point because you see how Bridget was just saying how shit is becoming so bad that her and the women around her is starting to think that that's the standard of black men. And what you
Mhm.
just said was something that was important because a lot of men go through that. And what if we was to make that standard for y'all and treated y'all as such? You see? So it's back to playing the blame game and nothing's really getting done. And it's like we staying separated. We staying divided. And this is why you have broken households. This is why we have no communities in our neighborhoods because it starts with the relationships. It starts with that. And it starts with how we view each other first. So if you view black men a certain way because what you used to dealing with, then and I'm doing the same thing with y'all, then how the hell are we ever gonna make it? What is gonna be the future for our children if we can't get shit like that together? I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna just sit there and create these standards for ourselves and live in that shit? Nah, we can't do that. That's a defeated mentality. Like, oh well, this is all that it is. So nah, we can't do that. We more resilient than that. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, yo, I'm broken and you're broken. So first let's
Mhm.
work on each other. And maybe if we can deal with each other while we working on each other, that could be cool too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But we gotta stop. We gotta stop setting these standards, black men and women, because of situations that we go through. We can't start saying, "Oh well, this is what it's going to be." We can't do that because black men and women are doing it. It's not just black
Mhm.
women. Because I'm tired
Mhm.
of hearing that shit too. Because
Okay, so what's your suggestions on what to do? How does a woman handle that?
first of all, something perfect. You working on yourself because it's
Mhm.
something inside of you that's keep making you have these perceptions of men, and you realize that. So that's step one. Is self-analysis and saying, "Damn, what is it about myself? What am I doing?"
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? And see, that's the most important thing that most people don't want to do. They don't want to say, "Is it me that I'm attracting this bullshit?" Most people don't want to say that. Most people want to keep projecting it on the outside when it's not that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the first solution right there. And then after
And to
that,
add on
what
with
you
what you
go ahead, bro.
and I said to add on to what you're saying, you know what I'm saying, sis. What you got to understand is everybody that you come across should have a clean slate. I don't know if that's how you get down or not. You know what I'm saying, but I'm just speaking in general. Even when it
What do
comes
you
down to
mean? What do you mean by and
friendships with,
what do you mean
Hmm.
by a clean slate?
in other words, everybody should have a safe bridge to cross, right? That's how it works like that for me. You know, that way I don't have a prejudgment about anybody, regardless of what anybody say. I'll give a person the benefit of the doubt in communication, and if it don't go nowhere, it don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If it goes somewhere, then okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that I gotta jump head over heels, you know, treating this individual as if we actually husband and wife. I still don't know this individual even after 9-10 months, even after that good year. I'm still learning this person. Because even with my wife now, being with her since high school, we still learning because we still growing. You understand what I'm saying? So that clean slate, what I'm saying is, if they burn that bridge,
You going in and out.
okay. If they burn that, if they burn the bridge that you have set for them, it's not up to you to repair that shit. And if you want to allow them to repair that shit, that's up to you. Me personally, once a person burned the bridge, that shit is non-repairable, as far as I'm concerned. Now I'll speak to you, and I'll be cordial. But as far as us being able to try and establish something or work towards something, that was dead when you burnt your bridge. That's what I mean by a clean slate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you talk to somebody, like you talk to a brother, like you walk in the club, you know, you and your girl looking nice, a brother step to you, boom. He already come at you sideways just off the initial introduction. Kind of almost put you in a bad mood. Now, you know what I'm saying, it kind of sets up the tone for the next individual that approaches you, because now that a person like myself might be looking, and I see you got this look on your face, right? And I might just come and say, hey, how you doing? And you might just, you know, because you irritated, oh, you know what I'm saying, and give me just a little, not even really meaning no disrespect, but you just, you know what I mean? Like, and then I just take it like, oh, okay, well, all right, you have a good evening. Now, you don't even know what's going on, what type of individual I am, but at the same time, you don't know what you just missed. Because,
okay, so what do the woman do to, what do the woman do to, so you saying, okay, because we're emotional, that's what y'all say, we emotional beings. Okay, so I'm still emotional that this man, okay, but you guys say we are. Okay, so if I'm still irritated and emotional, tell me how you want me to act. I want you to tell me.
Well, it's not even about how I would want you to be, you know, even if you're irritated, you know what I'm saying? At least, you know, try and you know, I wasn't the one that irritated you, so I shouldn't get the backlash first off.
You're right. You're exactly right.
You know what I mean? Just off that alone, I should be able to at least get at least a little half of a smile or something. You know what I'm saying?
But you came into my space though. You came into my space though. You came into my space.
Right.
You see? So I got to get myself together to make you feel comfortable. You see?
Well, because I'm coming in your space because I will be trying to, you know, get to know you. That would be
right, but I can't help what just happened. I didn't plan it. Right, but I didn't plan for that to happen like that. So I'm still supposed to be the one that says,
you have control, sis. Just like I have control over me and how I respond to rejection.
Yeah, but things in life don't always go like that.
Go ahead.
Things in life don't always go like that. People don't just always walk around being in control.
Yeah, and trust me, I understand that. But what I'm saying to you, and people don't always, and people shouldn't always walk around, you know what I'm saying, not in control. It should be a point where you have some type of control. It should be a point where even in certain situations you have some type of control. You know what I'm saying? To where it don't affect the person that didn't put you in that situation or didn't have you feeling some type of way.
Okay, but we gonna say it did. We gonna say it did. So where's the tool? I want to hear this tool. I want to hear the tool. I want to hear this tools that the black man is teaching the black woman. You ain't told me yet what to do when it happens, because we've established that I'm emotional and I done took it out on the wrong individual. So I want you to tell this black woman what it is I'm supposed to do.
Well, I just tried to tell you. You know what I mean? But I don't think you heard me. So let me try to get
you said, you know, you shouldn't walk around being emotional. Okay, everything isn't scripted. So it did happen. What should I do? Should I tell him I'm sorry? Should I, what
No,
should I
I'm not
do?
even. See what I think you misunderstood what I said. I said I'm not even talking about the same individual that irritated you. I
Oh,
said a whole nother.
I know exactly what you said. I'm listening very well.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so then if that person that didn't irritate you, you know what I'm saying, didn't even see you get irritated by an individual and just see you in general and just want to come approach you and introduce himself, I don't think that he should get any type of backlash on the strength that somebody else irritated you. That's my point.
And my point is, I never once said that he was supposed to get the backlash. What I said is some things in the world are not scripted. So some things do happen. So when it happens, where do we go from there? Is my point.
So when it happens, you just it's the tone, you know what I'm saying, it's the look, you try and control that, you try and get that under control, again, especially if the individual didn't cause it, you know what I mean.
Okay,
It's like me being
so
mad.
I'm supposed to get
It's like
so
me
I'm
being
supposed
mad
to
at home. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, you cut you off.
No, I'm saying so I'm emotional. I done got upset. This man came up to me. He irritated me. No, this individual didn't cause that. I'm not a mean, nasty person, so I'm not really just came out to the club to be nasty to men. But it just so
Right.
happened that he did catch that because it ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm just speaking on stuff that is reality, and those things do happen, whether it be right or wrong. I'm just saying, okay, well, what do you do then? Okay, yeah, I did it.
if you okay, so if you recognize it, and so that say the brother, so say you do that, right, and the brother be like, oh, okay, my bad, all right, you have a good
Your
evening,
phone is
and he
messing up,
walk
and I want
away.
to hear you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so say he be like, oh, okay, well, all right, sis, I got you. I see you ain't feeling, you in a good mood, so you have a good evening. So he walk away. You wouldn't, when you calm it down, you wouldn't be like, well, not even trying to get at him, but just to let him know that you didn't mean no type of way, or didn't, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even approach the brother and be like, look, he wasn't even like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
I
just,
probably would. I probably would, and then
oh,
I
okay.
will walk away real quick because now he about to try to talk to me, and I'm still irritated. You feel me? I know how men is. You see what I'm saying? I come up to you, he like, oh, okay, you see?
I feel you, sis.
I mean, I think, and I'm not,
We are
I'm
not
giving you
like that,
brothers.
though, sis.
I know, but I
We
think
not,
a lot of men have a lot of men are not like you men, and I don't even know you guys. But even the way you speak, a lot of men that I deal with, I'll speak for me, is not like that. I
I
mean, and
understand.
and I'm talking about older men, like what man thinks he should just keep tapping a woman like a toddler? You see what I'm saying? So I'm real irritated and I don't want nobody to come talk to me. You see what I'm saying?
right.
Right.
I don't mean to be mean
Right.
to nobody. I didn't come out and say, oh, this man gonna tap me. I'm gonna get my words together with what I'm gonna say. No, I didn't plan that.
Right.
But
But
I'm irritated. I'm irritated. Am I supposed to pretend that I'm not irritated? And here come this dude. He trying to talk to me, and yeah, I don't feel like being bothered right now.
I mean, nah, you shouldn't run away from being yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to make this point right here because I've been in a relationship with a woman that carry that posture too. And what I notice is that, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying the woman that I was dealing with that was coming from that same space. What I noticed is she didn't know how to accept a man who treated her good. Now, I didn't have all of the fancy shit, but I treated her well. I gave her things when I had it. I shared with her. I gave her my time. I gave her affection. She didn't know how to receive those things because she stayed in that space. of these niggas is like this, that, and the third, even though she was with a nigga who was totally opposite. You see? And in the end, I had to leave this girl because she didn't know how to accept me because what she was so used to. You see? And to this day, you know, I've been with this girl 8 years. She still want to be with me. Am I bragging? No. But I know what I brought to the table. I know I brought something different. And she didn't know how to accept that. So my thing is this: when is black women who go through hurtful situations, when are they gonna start to heal so they can receive the man that they heart want? Because you might have them and you might give them away. Still standing in that posture of, oh, this nigga,
That's an awesome question.
And just for the record, don't nobody say, "Oh, this nigga." I'm just saying.
Just like niggas don't tap girls on their shoulders and
They
they
get
35, 45 years old. I
yo, and
mean,
they get straight embarrassed. You feel me? Straight embarrassed.
right. And a lot of women that's on that, you know, that's on that bullshit, they end up embarrassing themselves. Because a lot of them get good dudes and they run niggas away with that bullshit. I'm telling you, I know. I've been with women like that. They run niggas away. And then you know what they say? Oh, I told you niggas ain't shit. Now you just fooling yourself. Because you know you just had a good nigga and you lost him. So now you want to throw me in the barrel with the rest of them crab ass niggas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know those guys.
So, hey, sis.
That's a problem though, sis. You got to get to
You
know those
listen.
guys.
You think I don't know that? Listen, I'm tired of. I'm just a little tired, So,
I know
my
that.
space and my emotions can be a lot more even keel if I just stay right over here in this lane, all the way over here.
And I respect that
So,
because what you
so
doing is you getting yourself right. Go ahead, bro.
yeah, what I was gonna ask was, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm not ready as a man, right, to receive what I'm looking for, and I'm out here looking, right? You think I'm gonna find what I'm looking for, and I'm not ready,
No.
right? And that
Right.
goes.
So why do men
It
do that?
actually. Now. Hold on. Let me sum my point up real quick. I ain't gonna be long winded, right? So when you look at it as a woman, the way that I see it as a man, if the woman has not gotten herself in position to receive the man that she wants, then it's always going to be a problem. You understand what I'm saying, sis? And I'm not saying you have an
No,
issue
I
because you already
totally,
know
I
you.
agree with you. I agree with you. I do. But I done got to the place I'm so damn confused. The hell with it. You see what I'm saying? Because I know, I'm still growing and learning, but I'm very aware of the maturity, and I try to, you know, a man can be honest with me because I know men have a lot of shit going on with them. Look, just let me know what the deal is and let it be my decision if I want to continue to get to know you or not. It just be too much. It's no truth anywhere.
I totally understand that because I hear that from my homegirls all the time. All niggas do is lie. All niggas do is lie. All niggas do is lie.
All they do is lie, and they say they want a woman to keep it real. Okay, if I can sit down and tell you like, yo, I know you messing with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown up. I'm not a little kid. I'm a grown up. And I know a man, they got needs. And if I'm just coming into your life and getting to know you, why won't we put it all on the table? oh, I just broke up. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just do that? No, you want all the cooter, all of it.
Right, right. And
I mean,
see,
you got some that's immature. You know what I mean? You got some that's immature, and then you got some that'll tell you, you know, what you
Well,
at.
those are
And
the only
certain
ones
person
I
gonna tell
know.
you.
And they're all liars because they all said, I'm a man. I'm a man. Why I got to lie?
Oh
You a
yeah,
liar.
now that I'm glad you brought that back up because that's where I had went out and I had to go handle some business real quick. So listen, now DS1, do you walk around or have you walked around screaming that you a man?
I have when I
No.
was younger, and I wasn't
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I was a teenager.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
No,
my
now
whole
I don't
point.
know. Come
See what
on,
I'm
now
saying?
seriously. I
My,
know
my
grown
point
men did
is
say that.
is
Oh, I'm
this.
sorry.
Those that be clown that be hollering at, oh, I'm a man. See, they not what they claiming and what they talking. Because if they was, they wouldn't even have to say it. Their actions will
Fuck.
speak for it. You'll be telling them, oh yeah, this the man I've been looking for. This the type of
Don't read
man
the
that
books
I've
when I
been
get in.
you the type of
Right.
man that's rare. You understand what I'm saying?
I totally understand, but I don't mean they chant it like a, they be like, okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, I ain't got no reason to lie. I'm a grown man. You lying when you just said that whole sentence.
Yeah, that's some common shit
I'm
that we say.
serious.
That's
They
some
lie
common
all the
shit
time.
that we
They
say.
lie all the time. And I'm telling you, me and the women that I know, we want the black man to lead, but we want to be able to trust you. We don't want no lies. I'm telling you, it's sad to say, but a lot of black women, so that's why I said the car thing, that ain't, it ain't about material thing. We really try, the ones that I know, we try to help our man and our mate as much as we can to succeed in life, for us to be, as one, for him to lead. But those aren't the things that happen where I come from, minus the daddy situations from where I come from.
Yeah,
I don't I don't really know no men that are honest. Whose son is that?
that's my son. Yeah, I build it for you too. In the back. Um, yeah, I totally understand that, and that's something that men got to work on, and that's for all of us because even the good men, we wasn't always good.
Nope.
Don't think we didn't have our whole phases. Don't think I wasn't always this wise about dealing with women. I went through shit. Trust me. I used to be the piece of shit nigga. I'm not gonna sit here in front. You know what I'm saying? I had to grow up. But you know what made me grow up? What made me grow up was I had to start looking at how I was hurting women and hurting myself at the same time. See, everybody don't heal the same way. You see, the way it depends on how you are. If you're a person that's resilient, you got a strong will, you don't give up easy, you will always try to figure out what could you do to fix it? What did you do for this shit to break? You don't always look to blame people. You don't always look to say, oh, what that person did or what that person said wrong. You don't always look for that. You always look for what part you played in yourself being hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are not like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that as men, we have to start standing in our truth and walking our truth. So if you want to be a bachelor, let homegirl know that, listen, I like you, I'm interested in you, but I talk to other women too. But
Right. Please tell me that. Please.
Right.
it's hard.
Please.
But listen though. But listen, if you I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not blaming women for this. I'm telling you how men are. If you tell a man, I'm looking for a man right now, and he know he want that cooter, you know what he gonna do? He gonna mask himself as being your man.
Right.
You feel me?
Because he wants some cooter that bad.
No, because
No.
that's because men will cater to what a woman say she wants to get what he wants.
Mm-hmm. And he would do
Why? But
whatever necessary.
that's deceit.
Right. But guess what?
Right.
Women do it too.
Yep.
I want a nigga with money. He gotta drive a Bentley. He gotta do this. He gotta do that.
Mm-hmm.
That
So then
sounds
she,
stupid. That sounds
all right,
stupid.
that sounds stupid to you. That sounds stupid to you. But you can't say it's stupid because we have Love and Hip Hop that demonstrates that every Monday at 8 p.m. So it sounds stupid, but it's real life. And all them dudes on Love and Hip Hop, except Papoose, is beta males. And that's why them women hate those men. Because they use their money and all that shit to con those women. Now you find out he gay on the low. Now you find out he got a baby. Right. But you didn't want the nigga who took the bus, who was going to work hard and save his money to buy a car. You didn't want that
Mm-hmm.
nigga. You ain't had time for that nigga. So you got the nigga with the car. Now he had a baby on you. So now what? You got what you wanted. You just didn't
Mm-hmm.
expect, like I said before, you didn't expect a side plate of shit to go with it. But it comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
comes with that.
It's all about priorities. Our priorities is twisted. We don't wanna work on ourselves. And then when we find somebody that has potential in the future, we don't want to take the time because what the bottom line is, we want an already made motherfucker. An already made motherfucker means that it's perfect, and none of us ain't perfect. We have flaws and we have our insecurities. As long as we be honest with ourselves to work in those, and I'm talking about both parties, and I'm saying our priorities is similar, and it takes work. It's not going to happen overnight. We have something going. But a lot of us want already made things. And that's what the turmoil, that's where all this message comes into the picture. And then we start playing the blame game instead of looking at yourselves, the black man and the black woman. Because I can tell you like this. I'll use me as myself, JT. I could tell you one thing. I ain't already made. I'm still working on some things. So all I'm just saying, don't come with me with already made if I'm not. That's all I'm saying. Be fair. Be honest. Be truthful. And be truthful to your own priorities. That's the only way that hopefully that the black man and the black woman relationship could be blossomed. That's it for me.
So I believe this is a great show. You know, I love everyone's input. You know, salute to you, Sister Bridget. I'm glad you came on and rendered your voice. You did exactly what I thought you was going to do. You showed up and you showed out. You know, salute to you. Salute to everybody else that's on the panel. You know, salute to everybody in the chat. Everybody that came through and showed love. This was a great show. We could do a part 2 to this if y'all want to. Y'all just let me know. You know what I'm saying?
I want to part two because look, I'm trying to get some type of understanding. And I'm serious. I'm trying to understand. I just think I live in a city where it ain't no men.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but if you saying that, I'ma just have to agree, and as you continue to build yourself, I'm pretty sure you will build a life elsewhere, because I can tell you on the quest, you want a good man. You want to love a black man. I don't think you giving up on us, sis. I could tell you've been hurt. I could tell.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I might have done gave up.
I don't think so. I don't and see, you know what I noticed? When a lot of women say that, that's when they meet him. That's when they meet that person. I don't think you giving up on us, sis. I'm not, because if I felt like you was giving up on us, I feel like you would have had a lot more negative stuff to say, and you didn't. So I don't think, because you still giving good men like the men on the panel a benefit of the doubt. You ain't shitting on us. You ain't saying we like them dudes in your town. So you not giving up. How you giving up? You not. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think, and I think I've heard it on somebody's platform before, where I probably don't know a good man when I see him. I probably don't. I'm so exhausted now, with all the lies, and then just more lies, that it's didn't wore me out.
I could listen. I'm gonna just be real. I could understand, sis. My mom's her man just left her, and they just was together for 10 years. He just picked up and left.
See, that
Left
type
my
of
mom.
shit, that makes me mad.
You
Men
feel
just
me?
walk
So
away. They just leave.
I understand exactly. Trust me. Us men that's out up here, we understand. The other men who was on the panel, we understand what y'all going through. Trust me. Trust me. I have to make sure that I spend a certain amount of time with my mother every day, because I don't live too far from her. But I have to make sure, I talk to her and spend some time with her, because I know what she going through, And I'm not saying like I know directly, but I can feel that pain. Like I wouldn't know how to handle that. So we understand what y'all going through. But us good men is saying, don't give up. Because trust me, we didn't give up. We didn't give up. Don't think we wasn't battered and beat down too, because we were. Trust and believe, we were. But something told us not to give up on y'all. We didn't give up on y'all. A lot of men have, because you see a lot of these black women hating channels that's out here. But there's a lot of black men that went through a lot of shit at the behest of black women, and we're not giving up on y'all. Trust and believe, man. And we accepting y'all flaws and all. Trust and believe. The same thing y'all sisters is saying that y'all doing, it's men out here that's doing it too. We working with y'all too. Trust and believe, man. So you got anybody want anything they gotta say before I close out? Y'all want to plug y'all channels? Y'all could do all of that.
This is JT Blackness. I got two other channels, Nice and Smooth and the Black Unknown. I'm just saying, let's try at least start a dialogue to work on our relationship between each other, and to understand that if we keep on holding this malice against each other, we not just hurting ourselves, we hurting our community, and we cannot go through. We cannot go through that no more. I don't want to be hurt no more. I love our black women. I don't want to be skeptical no more. I don't want to do that no more. I want to feel comfortable that when I come to you, that I'm here in existence, and I'm here, and I want to feel the same way about you. That's what I want. I want that from us, man, badly. I understand the urgency in my voice. Please, let's take our time to deal with each other's pain, because society They playing on that, and we losing out. That's all I'm saying.
You want to say anything, sis, before I close out?
Yeah, just thanks for having me on. And yeah, I ain't got no channel. But I would like to do a part two. I want to hear what y'all have to say, but I just want y'all to know that everybody isn't like you. So if you're going to be giving a sister some advice and some help and some guidance, you got to put yourself out of the good zone. Because of
Why?
course the good, well, I'm saying because you're speaking like, well, who does that? You know, da, da, da. You're speaking like you. I'm not running into guys like you.
Right. Right. But why would you? But how about you take us out of the trash zone? Because we're not the trash.
You got to say,
I didn't say you was the trash. I
No,
didn't say
look at
that.
this too,
nah, I
brother
know.
BS. Go ahead.
What's
You
up, bro?
you said that you used to be that same brother too back in the day. We all used to be that same piece of shit that we said she's talking about. So right now we just have to focus on. She had to focus on the men that not doing that type of stuff that she. You know what I'm saying? That there's
Where
she
they
gotta take.
at? Where they
They
at?
out here. They out here. They
Because
out
I
here,
need
sis.
some information on to my friend. Where they
They
at?
out here, sis. You
Where
just
they
gotta
at?
know how to weed them out.
Sis,
They out here.
sis,
Believe
Oh
me.
my
you
Lord.
gonna
They
find a
out here.
lot of
Like you
them
say,
when you get out your city. Trust and believe. You already admitted that. So once you get up out of there, you're gonna find them. Trust and believe. Now, am I telling you to search for them? No.
No,
They'll attract themselves to you.
yeah, they gonna find you.
they'll find
Believe that.
you.
But see, like he was saying too, I heard DS make it. You probably turning down the good ones, just thinking he a piece of shit and not knowing, not even giving him the time because he might have made one mistake or might did one thing and not gave him a chance to even show his real potential. So you can't
Well,
just turn down.
I don't talk to people, so I guess that would be a big problem too, huh?
Yeah, that's a problem.
I
That's
don't
a
give out my
problem.
number. I don't do none of that. I think I might have did it recently and it was the dumbest fucking move I could have ever did. Yeah, but I'm back on track again. Yeah, don't try to talk to me. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, that might be a good thing for you though, sis. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And some dudes may take it offensive because, just how you just said it right now, you might even say it more snobbier in person. So a
I
dude,
probably do. I probably do.
right? So a dude gonna get butt hurt like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes don't understand where that come from. See, I would understand where that attitude would come from. That's why I would laugh. Because I understand where it
Yeah.
comes from, and I know you already throwing me in the barrel with the crabs. You see what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're saying. Okay, but where they at?
They out here, sis.
They out here. It's out
she
here.
want
You
us to
just gotta
GPS them.
I want to know where they at.
Yeah.
Look, I got
no. But
my cousin watching.
How you gonna
She
know where they at
listening.
though?
Shout out to Samantha. We want to know where
Shout
they
out to
at.
her.
all right, go.
How
Well,
you
Shout out to her.
but
not even giving them a
understand what
chance
I'm
like
saying.
you said?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she not. She said she's not even giving them a chance. So how you gonna know where they at if you're not even giving them a chance?
Well,
You shut them down as soon as they try to
my
say
one
something. You
girlfriend
shut them
said,
down.
Bridget, you think they gonna come knock on your door?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
but
You
see,
have
I
to let the
mean,
man.
I get it,
Sometimes you just gotta
but
still play the dating game.
but see, you
Get a
hear what you
better
said?
out.
I agree, but you said but. Like for me, I could say the same thing what you said about the black one. But you know what I've been doing? Taking myself out the box. I go to dances. All right, I teach a woman. I dance a
you're a
little
man.
something. You
The
know what I'm saying?
man
No,
will
no,
try.
ain't nothing to do with that. No, 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 no. Don't throw that shit at me. No, not going for that. The goose for the goose, the gander for the gander. No, don't do that. I'm just making a simple point. I could have stayed in the box, but I refuse to do that because I know there are some beautiful black women out there that is willing to talk to me. So I gotta take initiative to myself to take myself outside the box. And you know what happened? Little stuff be hidden there. So I'm talking from personal experience. We got to stop talking about this gender thing too, because it's hurting us too.
That's big. That's big.
I just think sis needs to just open herself up just a little bit
Yeah,
and
I
let
tried that just a little bit. Now he back shut again. You
Mm,
see, because I ran
Yeah,
into another
yeah,
one.
yeah.
oh my
You
God.
don't
So
need,
he back shut
bro.
again with
You
all the
don't need
lies, the
to.
lies, the
She
deceit,
need.
the lies.
She needs to heal, bro. She can't.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
can't do it
facts.
because what's gonna
But
happen is it's gonna explode. It's gonna explode.
Okay, but
but
like
DS,
damn,
I understand where she coming
it
from
had
too.
been like it had been like 4 or 5, however many years before I even had gave somebody my number. You see, and then it's like, well, damn.
Right. How
I
can
see
she
what you're
heal?
saying. Go ahead,
I
How
bro.
can
got
she
it.
heal when she get a brother and brother after brother study doing the same things, lying, the deceit, the cheating, and all that? I understand where she coming from. So I mean, but it's some good men out here for you, Queen. You
And
just
I
gotta
believe what you're saying. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with,
Right.
all the brothers
that
ain't
I'm
messed up.
tired. I'm
And
tired.
like
Sis,
brother DS was saying, we in the healing process too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because
sis,
we've been
how
messed up
how
too.
let me
Right.
ask you this, sis. Like when you dealing when the last person you dealt with, how long did it take before you know what I'm saying you actually was physical with the dude, or did you even get that far? The reason I asked the question is because if you understand the the fact that you know what I'm saying, you taking it, you allowing this dude or you allowing this brother, to do things that a husband should only have access to. You know what I'm saying? These
No,
things
I understand that.
is
But
what we
when you're getting to know
overlook in our
somebody,
in
oh, I'm
our in
sorry.
our little in our program when we are adults. You understand what I'm saying? Especially when we know what we want. Go ahead. You got it.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying mine is physical stuff. I mean, I'm generally trying to get to know a person. That's what I'm trying to do. I thought that's what, grown-ups like do. You get to know a person honestly. You don't deceive them. You don't lie. Because I would figure, what was the purpose? What was the purpose? Like, what was the purpose?
Right.
I mean,
That's
Hmm.
I
my
feel that
point.
because
Because everybody's
me as
not
an
going to like
adult,
everybody. You don't have to like me. That's fine. But
right?
don't draw, as my grandmother would say, don't draw my attention to tell me a lie. You could have left me alone.
Mm.
It's just
Breaking up, sis.
Yeah, she probably dropped out or something.
Yeah. No,
She
she's
probably
right
got
there.
bumped off.
No, she's right there. I
Sis, you
think she
there?
moved.
No,
She moved.
she must have hit her mute button. I said she
Yeah,
muted.
she moved. She probably moved herself by mistake.
Oh, okay.
Right, she muted.
Yo,
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
what's going on? Peace to the channel. Peace to the panel. Peace to the chat.
Brother P.
Shalom, boss hog.
I mean, what I want to say is, I hear what you talking, but life is too short. The same way, men have lied to you, done you a certain type of way. Women have done that to the next man. We only live one life. We shouldn't have. We understand stakes, but we ain't got to walk around with that silly shit on our shoulders at the same time. I mean, I didn't get finessed by women, but right there, That's who they, who they are. I know plenty of women that ain't like them. So I don't have to walk around with this silly, parrot on my shoulder, having to, when I'm dealing with a woman, I got to have my guard up. I mean, this is life, There's good men, there's bad men. There's good women, there's bad women. You can't, unless the type of person you dealing with is your type of person you dealing with. We meet people all the time. We don't know people be having bad intentions with us. People could come to like they say, the Bible, they say the devil always came bearing gifts. So, some people know how to make you smile. Some people know how to make you feel like you somebody. People know how to make you feel important, a part of something. There's just people out there like that. Understand that there's other people that ain't, that. So walking around with this defense bulletproof Teflon, army truck, that's not really doing nothing for none of us. We just got to understand, okay, this person was full of shit, move on. Ain't be sitting around, you know, dwelling off of the past. Who ain't in or looking while we sitting up with this, got to put this shield on. Life done went on for them, so why shouldn't life go on for you? I mean, that's just real right there. Can't be walking around, I've been hurt. Okay, you know what to watch out for then. But to walk around with this certain persona with it, that shit is corny on all fours. We'll look dumb sitting around wasting our lives not talking to people because of what somebody did. That's corny. And I'm
I
just
agree
gonna
with you
keep
on
it
that.
all the way real. People
I
not
agree with
dealing
you.
with people for years because of what somebody else did. Come on, we live one life. We'll get it right one day. Quit and give up. That's your ex having power over you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right, and
Yep.
that's my point. What happened to me like almost 5 years ago? I could have been all that, but but it goes back again. JT, you are valued, no matter what. You special, and I got to move on because of that. She wins, and
Exactly.
that
Like
and right. And so after that, so when I passed that, that's when I became JT again because he was holding a cloud over me, and I refused that.
that's a real man to admit that shit, bro.
Anything
I'm
learned from me, and it took me a long time. My mother had talked to me. My brothers had talked to me. My cousins. And at times, I ain't trying to hear that because I want to go for blood. But my mom told me one thing. It's God's business, not yours. She's holding this over you, and you refuse to move on. Who's the
exactly.
fool? Who's the fool?
That
I ain't
your
trying
ex
to
out
get.
kicking it, your ex out
Yeah,
kicking it, dealing with other people while
yeah,
you sitting in the corner, looking like Ebony from Players
yeah.
Club, shaking
Sitting
in
in
the
the court.
corner. crying over them and they done moved on. Well, you know,
Yeah,
life is too short.
too short for that bullshit. So you know what? I got up and I fought. And you know what? JT has reborn again. So I got a chip on my shoulder. Not in a conceited way, but I got a chip on my shoulder. And what? So if you can't learn from me, there's nothing I can say.
All right,
And
bro.
that's real.
All right, bros. Get ready to close this joint out. This was a good one, man. I'm doing part two. I'm definitely doing part two, bros. Thanks to everybody that's on the panel now. Thanks to everybody that came on the panel tonight. Shout out to the sisters. Shout out to Munchie. Shout out to I Am She. You know, y'all came through and y'all represented. So peace to y'all family. We gonna do a part two. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all want me to do it ASAP or do y'all want to let it marinate for a while. But thanks again, family. You just tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep Live. You know, y'all tune in tomorrow. I'll be back. You know, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and make sure y'all hit that bell. All right.
All right, peace, brother.
No, you out
Peace,
here
man.
watching
Peace.
It's
the
always
the,
a
the
good build with
news,
you, brother
man.
DS, man. You one of the realest,
Sorry,
man.
man.
I like
Yeah,
Good
your
looking
channel,
out,
For
brother.
bro.
sure,
Keep
bro.
on, keep
good
doing what you're
looking.
doing, brother.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
no
honored, man.
problem,
I'm
DS.
honored.
Yep.
Good looking, bro, for inviting me on the chat, you know, in the
Yeah.
hangout. You know what I'm saying? Peace to everybody, she. You know, all the sisters that's in the chat, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we ain't against y'all. You know, we got certain points and certain ways we feel. Y'all got certain points and ways that y'all feel. Don't mean because we disagree, it don't mean that we look at y'all sisters any type of different.
Mm-hmm.
You just a average human being with feelings and you got an opinion and it needs to be respected. So we always want you sisters to come on our channels. We want y'all to always come on our panels anytime y'all invited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is JT Blackness. Again, um, this is the time. Let's build. This is the time. Let's make it happen. That's it. JT Blackness, the Black Unknown, Black and Smooth. Those are my channels. I'm here. Let's build.
Peace, family.
Peace.
Salute.
Salute.